orbiting, etc. Okay. Effie says, your level of ability is rare. It's because my work ethic is rare, Effie. By the way, Effie, for those of you guys that don't know Effie, there was a day I was going to go skydiving. She's in the side chat today. And we are live today on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I had to say it. And we went skydiving and I was about to chicken out. And then I saw Effie. I think Effie's around 65, 70, somewhere in that range. And I see Effie jump out of the plane before me. And I'm like, there's no freaking way that I'm going to chicken out now that this little lady just jumped out of a freaking plane. So she says 72 years old. I think when you jumped out of that plane, you were 70 years old and you convinced me not to be a big chicken. This is what community is all about, is to convince each other not to be such big chickens. Okay, so let's get into the training today. I want to highlight a couple of things that happened to me today. Somebody sent me an opportunity, a really, really great opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, they had a massive miss because I don't think people understand that they could be doing what we're going to be training on today. So yesterday I was in Dallas. If you guys don't know me, I do a lot of meetups with our private community. Yesterday I was in Dallas with our private community. So somebody comes up to me and says, hey, I have an opportunity I want to send over to you. Where should I email you? And I said, well, email me. And I gave them my email. And so this person is a newbie that feels like they have a lack of ability. How many people here feel like you have a lack of ability? Say me. I have a lack of ability. I have imposter syndrome. I'm worried that nobody will like me because I don't have anything to bring to the table. I'm worried. If that's you, say it in the side chat. Okay, for you guys, this was literally yesterday. I was at a Dallas meetup yesterday. So this person gets my email, and instead of sending me the opportunity and working with me in what we would call Orbit program, what they did is they just gave the seller my email directly. Okay. No, like, hey, I will, by the way, I'm going to pause the side chat for a little bit so I can focus. They gave the seller my email directly. And then the seller emailed me and said, hey, will you buy my RV park? Would you guys like to see? Give me a thumbs up if you guys want to see the structure of this crazy cool RV park. I talked to the seller today. It was 35 minutes. Everybody in the SubTo community, I'm going to be releasing this call in the Facebook group in the featured section tomorrow. So you guys can see this call. It's in Texas, and I get this really cool park. I'll pop up one photo of it. I don't have it under contract yet. Otherwise, I would tell you guys the full details. I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about it so that you guys can go, wow, that's really freaking cool. Okay. So this photo, I hope people don't, okay, I'm going to pull it up for just a second because I don't want to give away too much. I know how there's weird people out here. Okay, so check this out. This is an RV park that is near Dallas. It is brand new, like just finished a couple of months ago, okay? Now, the sellers are wanting to sell the park. So the sellers went to somebody they knew and said, hey, do you know anybody that's willing to buy a park? And this person is a brand new student of mine, brand new, hasn't even gone through the training, hasn't like introduced themselves to the community. They're just brand new. They joined SubTo on Saturday, saw me on Sunday, and they never got the training that I'm going to give you. And this training is going to cost them, it would have costed them probably $30, $40, maybe $50,000, but I'm going to go and be like overly honorable to teach a valuable lesson here. So the student doesn't even introduce themselves. You just say, I have an RV park. Can I email you this RV park? I go, yes, please. Here's my email. Okay, cool. Doesn't email me, takes my email, hands it to the seller who's a friend of theirs. The seller then emails me directly. And I'm on the phone with them and they go, how did you get my contact information? Like, how did you even know I was buying parks? And they go, well, apparently I know a student of yours. And I go, what was their name? They didn't even introduce themselves. And they go, I don't know. I don't remember. They're like, they go to my church. It was kind of a weird thing. I'm like, okay, so you're not friends. You're like acquaintances. I'm like, gosh, man alive. I want to pay this student, but I don't know their name. So now I'm like getting the seller to go and dig up who they were communicating with. But let me tell you a little bit about this park and why this is important for you guys to learn this training. When you guys do orbiting, you are orbiting somebody else's planet. I have a gravitational pull, right? I've got a team. I've got money in the bank. I've got assets, a lot of experience, thousands of calls, thousands of meetings, 13 years of being in the field, in appointments, doing everything, raising money. I have access to capital. I have everything you can imagine. I'm like this big, massive planet. And a lot of my brand new students get to be a little moon around me, and they get to orbit me, and they get value from me, and I get value from them, right? Just like the moon gets value from the earth and earth gets value from the moon. Even our oceans are pulled back and forth from the moon's gravitational pull. Like, there's a great relationship there. There's a symbiotic relationship. Okay, so this student could have said, hey, Pace, I have a seller. This is the seller that has an RV park. And I'd like to introduce you to this seller, but I want to make sure I get paid in the process. Can we get some sort of joint venture agreement put together? And by the way, for those of you guys that are not students of mine, you're not in our private community, would you guys like it if I gave you guys this joint venture agreement in the side chat today? It's like a $3,000 document my attorney drafted. You would like us to give that to you guys? If you guys are in SubTo, Gator, Top Tier TC, Zero Down, you guys all have this JV agreement. We are happy to give it out to people in the side chat today, okay? So we'll give it out. Carly, if you could drum that up, please. Maybe we give it to everybody through like the newsletter or something like that. If they sign up for the newsletter today, we can send that out, something along those lines. That'd be cool. All right, so joint venture. Student comes to me and says, I'd like to do a joint venture. Me and the student sign an agreement. This is me in pink. I don't know why I need to be pink today, but I am pink. And I say, yes, let's sign a joint venture. And me and the student become a joint venture. And essentially, all this student has to do, this student does not have to close the deal. They do not have to negotiate the deal. They do not have to bring any credibility to the table. They don't have to close it, like buy it, manage it. They don't have to do anything. Like literally all they have to do in my orbit is talk to the seller and say, hey, seller, would you be open to a creative offer from a buyer that I know? If the seller says, yeah, I'd be open to a creative offer, I don't know exactly what that means. I would want my student to be able to at least explain the basic version of creative finance, saying, hey, this guy, Pace, could get you all the numbers you want, but you would just have to be willing to wait for those numbers, maybe a small down payment, etc. Seller says, I don't know, but sure, I'm open to a conversation. In that situation, everybody, by the way, Carly is giving away pacesplaybook.com in the side chat. Again, our newsletter doesn't sell anything, but the JV agreement, you guys will get that if you click on that, pacesplaybook.com. In the side chat, tell me, did this brand new person have to close the seller, overcome objections, or did they just simply have to ask this seller if they were open to a conversation regarding creative finance? Okay. That's what the Orbit program is. Now, there's a couple of different levels of the Orbit program, and I'll walk through a couple of those. But the Orbit program is this. Did they have to close this deal? Yes or no? Give me a yes or a no. 2,300 people in the side chat. Yes or no? Did they have to completely explain every last intricate detail about creative finance? Yes or no? Did they have to pitch the exact structure of creative finance? Did they have to be the credible person? Or could they, let me ask this question, did they even have to sound smart at all? Did they have to sound intelligent? Or did they actually have permission to go, dude, seller, I actually don't know a lot about this. I just started in this really cool community called SubTo, and I can do deals with this guy or with these other leaders in this community. I don't know a lot, except I know these people are buying. However, they want me to make sure before I introduce you to them that you're open to having a creative finance conversation. How many people in the side chat, give me a me, or if you're over on YouTube, say me, you feel like you could do that. You feel like you could do that. Okay. Am I okay if I blast people like I'm not trying to be really mean, but I want to show you guys the type of stuff that happens to me on a daily basis, and that people do not even do the bare minimum, and they think that that is helping or orbiting somebody. Okay. Do we understand the bare minimums of orbit, right? Step number one is find a quality buyer. I'll show you guys how to find awesome buyers today. And you guys that are in the private community, I'm going to pair you guys up with buyers in the next couple of days in a new challenge that we are launching. For the people that are not in the private community, I'll show you where to find those quality buyers. Okay. So, by the way, guys, don't promote in my side chat. I will kick you out. Okay. Don't promote in the side chat. Don't put links to your own websites, all that kind of stuff. Carly, watch out for anybody. I don't care who they are. If my grandma pops in the side chat and she's trying to put her like oatmeal raisin cookie recipe in the side chat, kick her butt out. We ain't promoting no oatmeal raisin cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your recipes out. All right, cool. So everybody give me a yes that I'm okay to go to the next chapter. You understand what the basics of the orbit program are. You find a bigger planet than you, and it's okay for you to be a little stardust, and you start orbiting this bigger planet, and you bring them little rays of sunshine, which are the things that they're looking for. I'm obviously looking for RV parks. I'm looking for mobile home parks. I'm looking for businesses to buy. I'm looking to lend money. I have a lot of things that people orbit or bring those to me. I do not care if those are under contract, because I prefer actually in a bigger transaction, multifamily, business, self-storage, RV park, whatever it may be. I actually prefer to be the person that negotiates. I don't want somebody negotiating on my behalf. Give me a yes that we understand this. It's actually better for it not to be under contract for your potential buyer, because they need to be directly in communication with the broker or the seller. And you just simply need to, step number one, find a planet. I'll talk about that later today. Step number two, get a joint venture agreement with that planet. And then step number three, start teeing up and setting appointments for them and acting stupid, because acting stupid is how we make money. Okay. That's all you have to do. You don't have to be that intelligent. Truly, that's it. Okay. How many people feel like you should stick around for this training because it's going to be good? And you're like, this is me. I literally could do this all day long. Really? That's all I have to do? Yep. You're going to meet some people. In fact, one of them, his name is Mr. Chalmers, made $350,000. You're going to meet him today, live. $350,000 setting an appointment and learning from one of our community's leaders. And that leader also made $350,000 on a deal. Combined, they made $700,000. Do you see how valuable this is? Maybe why you should stick around. Some of these people that have set some of these appointments or gotten deals, these orbiters, I call them orbiters. These orbiters have done deals with me. I've bought multifamily and RV parks from them. I have another RV park I'd like to pay somebody, but they screwed up. So let's talk about this for just a couple of minutes, okay? Oh, Jordan Reyes, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my friend. So I'm pausing the side chat for just a minute. Let's go back to what that student should have done. In the very basics, they should have gone to the planet, the person that they are going to orbit, the leader, and said, hey, I want to start doing things for you. I want to bring you value. I see that you're buying RV parks. I see that you have value and you're in the community. Can I orbit you and sign a JV agreement with you? And this person's going to say, of course, yes, let's sign a JV agreement. Now we are orbiting, you are orbiting my planet. Okay. So this person's going to go out and find opportunities. In the challenge that we have coming up, I will show you guys how to find these. But for the people that are not in the private community, I'll show you some very basic stuff. And I'll also give you guys the no-nos of orbiting, okay? You guys can go to Crexy.com. Everybody goes to Crexy.com. I've been talking about it for years. LoopNet.com, okay? You can go to Zillow.com if you really want to, okay? Basically, there's 1,000 different websites that you could go to where people are already selling their properties and are willing to do owner finance. So for the people that are brand new to me, let me show you how simple that actually is. You can find these things. However, I'm going to tell you where people fail at orbiting, and they think that they're doing the right thing, and they simply are not. They simply send over a link like that's going to do anything for me. So let's go to Crexy.com. If I go to Crexy, this is one of about 300 sites I could go to, and I go to owner finance for sale. There's about 16,000 properties that are actively for sale on owner finance, which means that the seller is willing to take no bank loan and let you make them monthly payments so this seller can retire. Okay. If you guys need to learn more about seller finance or owner finance, go to my YouTube channel. About, I don't know, probably 500 videos about seller finance on my YouTube channel, but they're right here. They're lined up right here. You can also go to landwatch.com. I love landwatch.com. It's a big one. And I can just go United States. We're going to look at everything. United States, there's 466,000 listings, but we're going to go down to the lower left-hand corner, and we're going to find things that are available and open for owner finance. Look at this little button right here, owner finance. The seller is oh my gosh, 21 acres on the freaking lake, and somebody's willing to do owner finance? Wait, I could go build tiny home villages. I could go build RV parks. I could go build stuff. I could buy a cabin. I could buy a ranch, an RV park, a mobile home park, all on landwatch.com. There's no way there's that many listings. Oh, there's 11,517 listings on just one website. Okay, so there's about 300,000 active listings on the market right now where sellers are open to owner finance. Cool. So there's an amazing amount of opportunity here. Here's where people fail. And I'll actually pull up an email I got this morning and I'll show you guys what people do. They make me work. Like, don't make me work and do your job. This is where orbiters make a big mistake. Before I show this to you, I want to get a consensus. I want to make sure we're all on the same page. If I'm going to do the negotiation, I'm going to underwrite the deal. I'm going to go back and forth with the seller, underwriting, submitting offers, following up, underwriting, submitting another offer, showing my credibility, going to the bank, bringing money, raising capital, buying the deal, transaction coordination, closing the deal, managing the deal. And all you had to do was call the seller and say, are you open to having a conversation around creative finance? Who has 99% of the work cut out for them? The planet or the orbiter? Who has 99% of the work? The planet. Okay. So now let's say somebody just sends me a link on LandWatch. Like they go to LandWatch and they go, hey, I found a property for you to buy. What do we already know they did not do? What do we already know they did not do? They literally did not call anybody. They didn't understand the script. They didn't understand how to set the appointment. So in an upcoming challenge, which we're going to talk about today, we're going to train you guys on how to find, set the appointments, and get paired up with leaders, which I will call planets in this challenge, where you can set the appointment the right way. So if I pull up my email from today, I have a lot of emails, a bunch of stuff. Okay. Do we agree? Like if I'm going to do all of those things, can we all at least say yes? We got 2,400 people in here. Can I get 2,400 yeses? We're all on the same page that if I'm going to do all of that and you're going to make 5, 10, 15, 20 grand, or in Mr. Chalmers' situation, $350,000 for setting an appointment, do you think that maybe the very least you could do is at least call the seller or at least call the broker and set an appointment? Can we get a yes? 2,400 yeses. I need 2,400 yeses, please, for the love of mercy. If I ever have to talk about this again, I might have to just jump off a cliff. It's horrible. I don't know how many more times I have to talk about this. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay, so pausing the side chat, let me show you my email inbox, okay? So here's my inbox. I got a bunch of stuff going on today. Okay, so this person right here, Carmen. Carmen, I don't know you at all, but Carmen does not, look at this, guys. If you receive this email from Carmen, I don't have Carmen's name on here, so I'm not blasting her or him, whoever it is. Is this a way that you would send something over to somebody? A screenshot of a property off Crexy? Is this doing your job? Have you talked to the seller whatsoever? And by the way, this person just pings me over and over and over. Hey, did you see this link? Guys, I've talked about this ad nauseum. That means hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. If all you do is send me a link, then you are a dink, okay? If you send me a link, I don't even know what to say about you, okay? Total knucklehead, okay? No more knuckleheads. Do we all agree? Jane says that's being lazy. I think it's that they weren't paying attention when I did the training, and now I'm doing the training. So here, do I have permission in front of all of you to delete Carmen's link and not even reply to this person? Do I have your permission? Okay. So I'm going to show you another one. And I want to tell you guys that my leaders in our private community have also been trained to delete your links because they're not going to waste their time telling you something you're being told right now. Please follow the instructions. Get a JV. And by the way, why are you sending me a link if you don't have a JV agreement with me? First and foremost. Okay. Already breaking rules. Rule number 1, get a planet to orbit. Okay, we're going to be teaching you how to do that in the upcoming challenge we're going to be talking about here in a little bit. Step number 2, get a joint venture agreement with that leader or that planet that you are going to orbit. Step number 3, ask that planet specifically what they are looking for and then go and find it. We will show you how to find it. I will show you how to script. I will show you how to set appointments. In fact, I have one of the coolest things I'm going to announce today that you're all going to just lose your minds over. It's going to be so freaking cool. So, did this person follow any of those instructions that I've put out on YouTube about 500 times? Or did they break all those instructions? What did they do? Okay. So I'm going to tell you all right now, do not ever DM me and say one of your leaders in your community is not replying to me. I already know why. It's because you did what Carmen did, which is you just took a link off a website. You literally did no work, and you are so entitled to somebody that has to qualify for the loan, talk to the seller, negotiate, get creative finance terms, raise capital, get the paperwork done, get a transaction coordinator, manage the property, and figure out how to get you paid something and let you learn in the process. You're so entitled that you think all you have to do is send a link. Can we all get a yes, we understand this? Jill Sweeney says, what if they don't pay the bird dog after the deal has been closed? Then you send me an email personally, and I will kick that person out of our community. We don't have those people in our community. And if we did, I will kick them out. Period. End of story. Okay. There's a reason why the SubTo community is the gold standard in real estate. Okay. Period. End of story. All right. Okay. Pausing the side chat. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you exactly what I want all of my leaders to do. I'm doing it for you right now. You're going to watch, and I'm going to do it unapologetically, but I had to get your permission beforehand. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Goodbye, deleted. Now, let me show you another one I got today. Check this out. I get an email from Wyatt. Wyatt, I'm very sorry. I'm going to blast you just a little bit. Okay. Hi, I'm Wyatt Carlson. I live in Oregon. I live 40 minutes away from this RV park, and I was curious what your thoughts would be on this park itself and potentially going on a deal together with it. Okay. What did I have to do? I immediately said, Wyatt, this is my reply. I was very polite. I said, Wyatt, look at all this. Hey there, Wyatt, what did the broker and seller say when you called them? Or have you not gotten that far yet? Okay. How many people realize what I'm really doing here is I'm calling him out on what I already know he has not done. And by the way, I will be polite to you. Okay. Yeah, he did more than Carmen did, didn't he? So I'm going to tell you that 99% of the emails I get are the most lazy, skip all the step stuff. If somebody ever tells you somebody did not reply to me, somebody did not help me, do we already know what they skipped? Can I get a yes? You didn't even say, hey, Pace, can I send you stuff? What are you looking for? Right? Let's say that you have a friend who's single and he wants to start dating. Do you just start sending people to him? Or do you say, hey, what are you looking for? Right? Are you looking for somebody who wants to have kids? Are you looking for somebody who likes to horseback ride? Are you looking for somebody that is maybe Catholic? Somebody who's agnostic? Are you looking for a specific buy box? Okay. You guys have buy boxes when it comes to humans and dating. Okay. For some reason, you think you can just send me any old thing willy-nilly in my email and think I'm just going to buy it. Do we agree that we need to do a little bit of homework? I want to be very clear. Bill Fisher says, and I love Bill Fisher, one of my good friends. He just made 400 grand on a deal, by the way. Can we all give Bill Fisher some love in the side chat? He just made 400 grand on a deal. Bill Fisher says, I'm so grateful you're covering this. Now I don't look like an a-hole. Bill, you have been in the community for a couple of years, so let's be honest here. How many times have I covered this? Probably 1,000 times more than I should have. Okay. And this is why I'm hammering it home, just being really, really specific about it. The only thing somebody orbiting me has to do is set an appointment for me and understand what I'm actually doing. So step number 1, find a planet. I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit. Get a JV agreement. Step 3, understand their buy box and only set appointments based on their buy box. Don't send me things that are outside of my buy box. If you send something to me and you skip those 3 basic steps, and you're trying to make some of the money that some of our guests are coming on here to talk about, do we all have permission to delete your emails? Can I get a yes? We understand this, and we're just going to delete all your emails. By the way, this is the training. I have to say it 18 times because guys, these are emails I received today. I did not save these emails. These are emails that I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I only get 10 of these a day for people I've never spoken to before in my life. They got my email. Somehow they got my email. Somehow they knew I was buying RV parks, but nowhere did they watch any of the training. Okay. I'm going to tell you, Wyatt, and everybody else, you are appreciated. You are loved. And this is why we do these trainings. We want you to be successful. But if you are not willing to do 1% of the work to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, or in some people's situations, $300,000, $400,000 on doing this, you should expect people to delete your email and ignore you in the future. Can we get a final yes before I move on from this topic? And I'm so annoyed of it too. And I know you're annoyed of it and you wish I would just move on. However, I've been teaching for a very long time, probably longer than you. And I know that repetition is the mother of learning. Okay. Calmed down now. Okay, we're going to get into it. All right, we are done. And if you guys ever say somebody in your community did not reply to my email, I'm going to push you to this Zoom, this replay, and I'm going to say, who's the knucklehead? You or them? Okay. When somebody's going to bring that type of value and that gravity to you, that planet is going to bring all that value to you, the least you can do is follow some basic instructions. Okay. By the way, you tell me, have you ever heard of this? People in the side chat, 2,500 people on here. Have you ever heard of this on Bigger Pockets? Have you ever heard of this in a book? Have you ever heard of this at any seminar? Have you ever heard of this in Rich Dad, Poor Dad? All the biggest real estate educators, they're not teaching Orbit program? Oh, it's something I made up. Oh, it's something that the leaders in our community are doing as a value add to you. It doesn't exist literally anywhere else. Nobody even knows what Orbit means outside of our private community, yet you still have entitlement to take a link and then send me some random email with no context and break all the rules and then think I'm the one that should have replied to your email. You are making me work. Don't make me work. Don't make me ask you, what did the seller say? Don't ask me, don't make me go, hey man, where are you at in the process? I have no idea what the context of this email is. That is rude and disrespectful to the person you are asking for their help. Okay. Thank you. Pausing the side chat. All right. So I'm going to also delete Mr. Wyatt's email. And by the way, I am very good with my email. I'm not going to delete. I'll just put it into work. Okay. Check this out. I've got this gentleman who needs help. I've got this person who wants a background check on me. This person wants to partner with me. They give me a lot of details. This person's okay. Mohith, okay, brand new member of the community. Check this out. He set an appointment for me. This is orbiting. This is such a great orbit example. Mohith, I won't give you the name of the park, okay? Mohith says to me, hey, Pace, would you be interested in this park? I've spoken to the seller and the seller is open to creative finance. I said, absolutely. I'm actually going to be in the area next week. Can you set up an appointment for me to meet the seller? And I'm meeting the seller next Friday at 5 p.m. I'll record it. I'll give it to everybody in SubTo. Don't worry. Did Mohith do a great job calling the seller, understanding my buy box, and at least setting an appointment? Can I get a yes or a no? Now, let's talk about what kind of money Mohith can make. Well, if I get a 20% interest with the seller and a $100 billion down payment, Mohith is probably getting nothing. But if I get a 0 down, 0% interest, a great deal, Mohith might make $50, $60, $70, $80,000. And so the deal structure and how well I structure it is going to ultimately be where his money is based on. Can we get a yes? We understand that the amount of money that somebody being in the Orbit program depends on the quality of the deal. And the quality of the deal has a lot of variables. Where the seller's at in the process, how good the negotiator is. I sometimes don't get the greatest deals. I might get a 7 out of 10 deal, but I still like it and I buy it and somebody still makes 10, 15, 20 grand. Sometimes I get great deals, and I've paid people as much as $120,000 on an orbit deal. Orbit is when you simply orbit my business, and you can be doing one of two things, okay? One, you can go find me new leads and set the appointment based on what I'm looking for and make sure the seller is qualified, okay? Number two, you can actually work inside my business and join my team. That's a more advanced orbit program. And we'll talk about that a lot later inside of our private SubTo community. Okay. So we're not going to talk about that. That's more jumping into somebody's business and working inside their business, working their existing leads. There's a lot of people in SubTo that are actively doing that. But for the people that are brand new, that don't know how to follow up on leads and negotiate, the basic program of orbiting is simply finding leads, setting the appointment, and being brand new. That's it. How many people feel like the orbit program is what you need to get started? You don't have to close the deal. It doesn't have to be under contract. It can be a lead. As long as you set the appointment and you tell the seller that the buyer, me or somebody else in the leadership of SubTo, is open or is wanting to buy typically with creative finance. We want to avoid banks. We want to avoid credit checks. We want to go fast. And if the seller says, no, I'm not interested in creative finance, then sometimes the leaders will still say, no problem, I'll still talk to them. But at least you qualified. I know going into the conversation that I'm not doing that first initial call. Can I get a yes if that feels like something you want to get into? Okay, cool. This activity of finding a lead is not a bird dog. It is not a bird dog. Stop using the word bird dog inappropriately. Let's talk about what a bird dog is for a couple of minutes, okay? A bird dog is something actually very, very different, okay? We have a lot of training on this on YouTube. So if you're confused by this, even after my 5-minute explanation, then go on YouTube. You can go learn more there. A bird dog is somebody who is the middleman of the middleman, okay? So check this out. Seller is the beginning of every transaction. And let's say that there is a realtor that is representing that seller. A wholesaler comes along and starts cold calling. This wholesaler calls the realtor, calls the realtor, calls the realtor, and ultimately gets this deal under contract. This is under contract. It's under contract. It has a close of escrow date. It has a purchase price. The seller is obligated to finalize this contract. It is a finalized contract. Okay. The bird dog then comes in right here and says, can I help you find a buyer? This person in green is a wholesaler. Okay. This person in the middle is a bird dog. They are simply finding the buyer for the wholesaler so the wholesaler can go back into the field and go get another deal. So I am a buyer, and yes, I work with bird dogs all the time. But if you bring me a lead, are you a bird dog or are you trying to orbit me? Are you a bird dog or are you trying to orbit me if you bring me a lead? Stop using the word bird dog when it's not under contract. Bird dogging is only when there's an existing contract. It does not require the buyer to actually do anything other than buy the deal. Kelly Schroeder, is it under contract and ready for the buyer to buy the deal? Yes or no? If it is, and it needs zero negotiation, okay? Ben says, I've been in the community for 1 month and now I've heard it 4,000 times. Sadly, Ben, everybody has to hear it 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 times, okay? What's the difference between a bird dog and a connector? It's the same thing in some situations, okay? Seth Sparks, go in to watch this, the connector training. That's where you should go. We'll go watch the connector training. Cool. Now, Orbit program. I'm going to say this to you again, and we're going to get into the deeper training, and we're going to introduce you some awesome people today. Let's do this one more time. The planet would be the leader, right? The person that is in the community that is buying and great at negotiations. They've got all sorts of value, right? They've got a gravitational pull. Man, these people have got some heavy skills, right? So step number one is we are going to pair you up in this upcoming training with a leader in the community. Step number two, we are going to make sure that your JV agreement is all set up and you can start orbiting this person's planet and setting up appointments. Your goal is to simply set appointments with sellers or with brokers. Either one. Sometimes you're direct to seller, sometimes you're direct to broker. And you set appointments. That's all you do. That's it. Now, can you learn how the planet is closing the deal? And can you learn on the property? Yes, you're going to learn a lot, but I want you to earn money by having a basic skill. That's it. I don't need the property to be under contract. If it is under contract, you are not orbiting me. You are doing bird dogging, period. When a bird dog goes and chases a duck, right? So the hunter shoots down the duck falls in the water. The bird is already going and retrieving a dead duck. The duck is already dead. That is a bird dog. The deal has already been signed. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. We understand this. I can move on. Okay. Very cool. So I want to introduce you guys to the challenge today. And I want to introduce you guys to a bunch of really cool people that have had some really recent, very recent success stories. I don't want to pull something like, hey guys, one time 3 years ago, this cool thing happened. These are people that just did a bunch of deals. In fact, I'm under contract on one of these deals right now. But again, this deal that I just got a seller call with today, it's a travesty because I don't know the student that found this opportunity. Check this out. Somebody meets me in Dallas a couple of days ago. They give the seller my email. They even told the seller, Pace, look at that busy freaking road it's on. You think this is not a great deal? I'll tell you exactly what I structured with the seller. Give me a minute. I'll tell you the structure of the deal. I structured an incredible deal today. 35-minute call with the seller. Incredible deal. Okay. And the student, I don't know their name. I think the problem is they believe that the value they were bringing to me was so basic that they're like, I didn't really bring him any value. I didn't really do anything. Yes, you did. You knew the seller. Okay. They could be online, Crexy, loopnet.com, all these other places, RV Park Superstore, thousands of web pages we'll teach you in the Orbit program. You told the seller I bought on seller finance. And if you were going to have a call with me, you were going to be pitched on creative finance. The seller was primed and ready to communicate with me. That is an immense amount of value that saves busy people like me time. Guys, I haven't even showered today. I'm wearing like my gym shorts. I just finished running. I had to put a hoodie on today to cover my sweaty shirt. I'm busy. You brought me value, for heaven's sakes. I don't even know who you are. Here's the structure of the deal. This is crazy cool deal. Check this out. So this is a deal in Texas. It's 106 spaces. By the way, the last name of the seller's last name is Parks. Not joking. I was like, did you change your last name to Parks? That's crazy. She says, no, I didn't, Pace. That's funny though. Okay. So it has 106 spaces. They just finished construction. So it's brand spanking new. Just finished construction. They went and got a $4 million loan on the property with a local bank. And she says, I want to sell the park for $6.5 million so I can pay off the loan. And then we can get our $2 million that we put into it. And then we can make a $500,000 profit. That's her motivation. She's an attorney. She's like a child protective services attorney. Her husband is a contractor. They have 1,000 things going on. They do not want to run the park. She says to me, we realized we got in over our head and we do not know how to run a park, but we know how to build a park. Give me a yes, you understand their motivation before I move on with the story. Please tell me you understand their motivation. Okay. Because you guys are going to say, why didn't they sell it to you that way? Why weren't they willing to do a deal like that? I just told you they're bunnies. Okay. I just told you their motivation. Okay. All right. So what I told her is I said, well, here's a problem, Mrs. Parks. The problem is you probably, I would imagine, are going to have a hard time selling this park. Why? Why would they have a hard time selling a brand new park with no revenue and no banking profile whatsoever? Why would that be hard? Okay. Except I am a massive planet with a huge amount of gravity. I have all sorts of resources that this seller doesn't have. So what can I do? Here's what I can do. This is what I pitched her. I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pitch to you, Mrs. Seller. Okay. I'm going to say, let me take over the park. 0 down, no payments on that loan. You have a $4 million loan, no payments for 4 to 6 months. You guys keep making those payments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to install 40 tiny homes. Now, some of you guys are going to be like, 40 tiny homes, this is an RV park. No, this is a piece of land that I can do whatever the heck I want with it. And it has sewer and electrical already plugged up. I'm going to go put tiny homes here. Why? Because I know I can go fill up tenants and bring in about $120,000 a month in revenue off these 40 tiny homes. Okay. My average rent is about $125 a night. And I have a little bit of vacancy, but I can bring in about $120,000 a month off of 40 tiny homes. That means that while I'm getting these built and I have a connection, everybody in the community, I just want you to know, I have a new connection that will give all SubTo members check this out, 0 down financing on tiny homes and no payments for 60 days. I'm bringing this to the community in July. I'm perfecting the process right now. So tiny homes, 0 down, no payments for 60 days so you can get income coming in. Does this seller have this connection that I do? Yes or no? Does this seller have this connection that I do? No. So what will I do? I will come into this park. I'll take it over. We will go install 40 tiny homes on the park. I will start generating $120,000 in revenue. And what will I do? I will do a full refinance after 6 to 9 months, and I will wipe out the loan, which is a $4 million loan, with the same bank. I already talked to the bank today. Talked to the bank today. They said, yeah, we wouldn't mind if you took over the payments. And I said, well, I need a refinance because your seller wants their $2.5 million in equity. And I'm going to have about $3 million in tiny homes that I want to maybe pay off and just put all into one loan. Would you guys be willing to do a loan somewhere around $10 million? And he says, yes. Now, why? Because the park is already appraised at $14 million as is. I can go get this thing completely refinanced, pay off all my tiny homes, pay off the seller's equity and the underlying loan, and I can be in this deal, no money out of pocket. And guess what? The student who introduced the seller to me never got a JV agreement and never introduced themselves. Do you see the mind-blowing, like, why did you not get the JV agreement? I don't even know who they are. They gave the seller my email address. Do we see the blunder here? I know how to make things work that other people don't. And so do our leaders in our community. They know how to make things work by getting outside resources and bringing them in and making an impossible deal turn into an incredible deal. They need more of you to introduce them to more of these sellers so they can bring their superpowers, their gravity. Okay? Do we understand why I'm doing this training today? Maybe because somebody probably deserves to make 50 grand or $100,000 on something like this. I am not going to give somebody equity on that deal, but I will pay them significantly. I just need to know who the hell they are. That's bonkers. So in our community, we honor these relationships. And I'm going to tell you guys why we honor these relationships. Could I easily go around that student and actually keep more money for myself? Could I? Yes or no? The question is, in the long term, will I make more money? No. In the long term, my reputation gets destroyed. You might find people in real estate that hate me, right? You might find brokers that hate me because I'm disrupting the industry. Welcome to disrupting anything. Welcome to doing anything cool. Okay. I wear that blanket like a badge of honor, right? All that hate blanket that they just throw on me. I wear that like a badge of honor. I freaking love it. Do I want people to hate me? No. But one thing that you will never find is somebody saying Pace took advantage of me. Pace lied to me. Pace stole from me. Pace took a deal from me. Pace went around my back. Because paying somebody brand new is the greatest marketing dollars I could ever spend. They will bring deal after deal after deal to me for the rest of my life. and 20 grand or 30 grand that I'm going to raise from a private money lender anyway, it's not even my money. I'm raising the money to pay them from somebody else's money. Why do I care? Okay. Are we all on the same page? Can I get a yes? Okay. You know, what's funny is our Trustpilot reviews for SubTo are like a 5-star, but Pace Morby reviews are like a 2-star. Who do you think it is? People are like, I hate Pace and I'm a real estate investor and I hate that he's kicking everybody's ass with creative finance. Wow. Why? What do you mean why? Anytime you can get 2,600 people on a Zoom with no ad spend and no cold traffic, that's why. Because I have a powerful audience and a powerful platform and people wish they were me. Sorry. Welcome to having haters. Okay. So my point to this is this. My point is I will never screw somebody over. I'm going to find out who sent that lead to me, but I'm just letting you know that new people, you will forget that little piece of value of finding the seller that's open to a creative finance offer is worth millions to me. Now, do I have to do a lot more work? Yes. Do I have to be the person that negotiates, and I have to have the resources, and I have to be networking inside the community, and I have to raise the money, and I have to have the tiny home connection, and I have to go do all of these things, but I'm 10 years ahead of you. I better have those gosh dang things. And so I get to bring those gosh dang things to you who doesn't have those gosh dang things. And we can make some gosh dang good money together. But you've got to make sure that you anchor in with a planet, you get a JV agreement, and you find the things that they want. Okay, cool. Make it right, Pace. Find the student and compensate. Are you smoking weed? Guys, at any point did I say I was not trying to find this person? I'm going to jump through the camera and I'm going to freaking knee you in the shin. I'm going to knee you in the shin so hard. Okay. All right. So let's get into the training. I'm going to introduce you to some people. We have an orbit training coming up. It's going to be starting in about 10 days where I'm going to be partnering you with planets, and I'm going to be showing you how to go find these and set the appointments the right way. So let's talk through this, and I'll show you guys how cool this is and why this is so powerful, because people that start out as orbiters, people that orbit my planet, end up becoming planets and end up letting people in this community orbit them. All right. So before I jump into it, I want to give you guys a schedule and what to kind of expect today. Okay. We are going to be talking about this today. Okay. Here's the expectations. I know I started off for 51 minutes, but I did tell you guys it was going to go long. So chill out. Okay. We will be here for 2+ hours, probably more like 3+ hours. And during this time, we will see how regular, inexperienced, basic people will get their first deals. We're going to talk through some case studies, meet some leaders, then give you guys some more instructions. And I'm going to leave you guys with homework. And there's no pitch today, no software, no nothing. Orbiters need zero software. Bird dogs need zero software. You don't need software whatsoever. You don't need any subscription costs. You don't need anything but a yellow pad and paper, period. But for our private community, we are starting a 30-day sprint. Okay, 30-day sprint. The reason I call it a 30-day sprint is because we're going 45 minutes a day. We're going to make it so easy for people that all you have to do is plug in a couple of times a week for 45 minutes, and we're doing nothing but taking action. But the way we're taking action is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I have a character to introduce you to today named Alex, and I'm excited about introducing that person to you. Okay. Now, for people that are in our private community, now that I've got 2,700 people here, I have the ability to finalize and talk about this one last time before I start doing this. For those of you guys that don't know, I am currently writing a book. Take a screenshot of this. I am writing a book called Zero to Hero, where I move into somebody's hometown and I spend a week with them, helping them do these 4 things. The co-living model, I'm moving into a lady's house or neighborhood next week. This starts next week. Her name is Jennifer Lindsay. If you guys know about the Maddie story, the homeless lady that we helped get off the streets last year, she was character number 1. These are character 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. These 4 little boxes are actually a character that I will be moving into their house, and I will be doing step by step with them, Zero to Hero, and giving all that content away for free so that the people out there that are like, I can't be in your community, I just want more free stuff. Cool. No problem. I'm going to give you more free stuff. Okay. The reason why I'm telling you guys the schedule is because if you are in the private community, please know that I'm inviting you guys to these 4 events for free. Okay. Co-living model. We will put the link in all of the private communities. This event in San Antonio, we rented a warehouse. I spent $150,000 on a venue, production, cost of food, streaming, employees, travel, hotels, all of that stuff, $150,000 out of my pocket to go next to a member of the community who has multiple sclerosis. Sorry, I can't pronounce that properly. She can barely move. She's a single mom with a 12-year-old daughter, and her husband passed away 3 years ago. She can barely move without somebody helping her. I am proving that somebody with a disability can get a deal done and actually build a 3-home portfolio with Creative Finance with literally just her thumbs if all she does is the Orbit program. So she's going to be doing Orbit next week with me, okay? So we are going to have, that is starting next week. It's in San Antonio. It is physical. I am going to be in the building for a whole week. 500 members are welcome to be there in person. I think it's almost already booked all the way out. It costs nothing if you are inside of SubTo, completely free. Come out, spend a whole week with us. What we're doing is we're pairing you up with leaders in person at this event for an entire week, and we're doing deals live. We're not educating. We're not going to be answering questions about, hey, what is this paperwork? Nope, we're taking action, and you're going to learn it on the job. So if you need that and you are in the private community, here's the screenshot again for you one more time. Then this one's a big one. In August, we are doing a massive RV park, mobile home park challenge where I am again working with a character. This lady has already been selected. Her name is Yumi. She's a busy mom, okay? Multiple jobs, living in a commercial building, doesn't even have a home to live in, multiple kids, juggling 1,000 different things. And so I'm proving that a busy parent with 5 different things going on and basically homeless in 1 week using Creative Finance and working with our community can get an RV park and set her financially free in less than a week. I'm starting with 0, no leads, no money, nothing. And I'm going to be recording literally every word, every step, every drink I take, every bathroom break I make, every single thing will be recorded. But if you are in the private community, you are welcome to come out and do this with us in person. We have basically booked that one out already as well. Okay. So that one, those 2 characters have been selected. The wholesale machine and buying a business, these 2 characters have not been chosen. They have not been chosen yet. These characters are, I'm looking for people that are over 60 years old or somebody under 25 for one of them. Either somebody who believes they're too young or too old. I'm also looking for a busy father, okay? And I'm also looking for somebody who feels like college was never a good fit for them and the vocation or the job they went down, the path they went down was the wrong fit for them. I'm also looking for a real estate agent that's sick and tired of selling other people's properties. I'm looking for brokers who the only thing that has really gone on in their life is they keep getting broker than they were the year before. And they're sick and tired of selling other people's properties. Guys, I'm literally running like 20 minutes before this. I went on a 5-mile run. And I feel bad for you real estate agents. I'm not knocking your profession, but I feel really bad for you guys. Somebody convinced you guys that you are going to be in real estate when you became an agent. And you woke up 15 years into it going, I'm not in real estate. I'm peddling somebody else's. And I went on this run. You guys can maybe see this. And this guy dressed up all nice, tucked in, blue collar, nice little dude, white collar guy, has a little sign that he's popping up around my neighborhood for open houses. This guy's 60 years old, selling other people's houses. If you are sick and tired of being an agent, a broker, I also want to help you too. So we're going to be coming out with how you can apply for these last 2 spots. I'm doing this completely for free. It's not free. I'm spending 150 grand every time I do this with a character for the production, the editing, and to just give it away to the world. Just like I did with the homeless lady last year. I want to prove that every single lie that you guys tell yourselves, I have no money. Okay, a homeless person with a broken phone sleeping on a cot did a deal in 20 days. You're telling me you can't do a deal? She had not only was she broke, she didn't even have a bank account. And she couldn't even afford Windex. Okay. somebody who has multiple sclerosis, don't give me this crap of I'm disabled. This lady can't even move. She has to physically have somebody pick her up to go to the bathroom. I have not helped her yet. I'm going to prove you guys next week if you are one of those people. Then I'm going to start going up the chain of higher level people. I'm a broker for 15 years. I know a lot about real estate. Okay, but you're broker than you were last year. Is that why they call you a broker? Sorry, that's a little broker joke. All right. I'm looking to help these people move to their town, spend a week with them, and do this program with them live so I can record it and then give it away to the world. I just want to give it away to the world before I retire from real estate. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about the Orbit program. How can you orbit big planets like me? The challenge that we have coming up is called the All Abilities Challenge. So please write that down, the All Abilities Challenge. This is for our private community only. I will be giving a bunch of free content away around it, but for the private people in our community in SubTo, Gators, you want to stick around. Top tier TC, you want to stick around. Zero Down, you want to stick around. And Owners Club, you want to stick around, because I'm going to be showing you guys the full 12-month calendar of all of the challenges. Our next challenge is going to be a Gator challenge. Then we're going to top tier TC, then Zero Down. Then we're doing a full community challenge in August, which is all around RV parks. That's everybody included. We're going to get all 20,000 of us all combined. And then we're going to start this cycle all the way over, but I want to release that calendar for all of you guys. And we're going to be talking about that at the end of the training today. Okay. For the people that are not in our private community, I'll still give you guys some awesome value. I'll give you JV agreements. I'll give you a good idea where to find planets so you can orbit and just go do that on your own. But inside the private SubTo community, I will be pairing you up with planets in this upcoming challenge. All right. So let's talk about what Orbit is again. Orbit is really basic. We're going to talk about Jordan, one of my good friends. Jordan joined the SubTo community a couple of years ago. And within 1 to 2 weeks, him and I did a deal together. Jordan, jokingly, he made a joke to me a couple of days ago. Pace, when I did that first deal with you in Montana, I thought that an RV park was multifamily. I'm like, oh, I could understand why that mistake was made. And he's like, no, it's like kind of embarrassing. But now this gentleman owns a bunch of RV parks, but his first deal was with me buying an RV park and paying him for setting an appointment. Okay. It was a joint venture. Okay. He basically set an appointment for me, a leader inside of our private community. The deal was actually, this is one of two deals, is Glacier Peaks. Bought it for $5 million, 4% seller finance. Jordan was paid not only on the acquisition, but because Jordan brought me a second park, we actually did 2 parks together back to back. Jordan ended up getting equity in the first park, and he gets 25 grand. Not only did he get paid a chunk of money up front, I think it was 60 grand for setting this appointment and watching me and my team work through the process. We almost fell out of contract multiple times. There's a whole bunch of issues. The broker was in the way. My team prevailed. We got the deal done. I've now owned that park for 3 years, and it nets about $300,000 a year net. Jordan is a 10% partner in that deal. So Jordan gets a check between $25,000 and $30,000 every single year for setting an appointment and being my friend and doing multiple deals with me. This is what the Orbit program is all about. I get to buy a deal while I'm busy working on another deal. I've got people orbiting my planet looking for other opportunities for me. I get to use my team's credibility, my paperwork, my money. I get to use all of those things and bring that value to Jordan. In return, Jordan gets paid, and ultimately him and I get to do deals for a lifetime. In fact, Jordan right now, him and I are working on a 47-unit co-living deal in downtown Kalispell, Montana. Jordan moved from Missoula up to Kalispell so him and I could be closer to each other because we're going to do deals for a lifetime. But we started out doing basic orbiting, okay? And what did Jordan do? Okay, we're going to cover this one more time. I want to show you guys the park so you guys can see what it looks like. For those of you guys that want to go pull up the park and see that I'm not full of crap, some people that are not in the community are like, yeah, whatever, this sounds too good to be true. Yeah, you know what? The iPhone that you're holding right now was too good to be true 15 years ago. Chill out. The freaking thermos that your wife, you know those Stanley thermoses that your wife buys 50 of them every single month off Amazon? Those were too good to be true 5 years ago, homeboy. You live a too good to be true life. People didn't have toothpaste 100 years ago. Everything in your life is too good to be true. Chill out on the too good to be true thing. The only problem is you have been hanging out with poor people doing poor people stuff, and you have not learned how things work and that there are too good to be true things every single day. Did you know that robo-taxi is now being delivered right now? 10 years ago, we would have been like a car with no steering wheel, no gas, no brake, no ability to control it is literally being produced. 15 of them every single hour is now being produced in Austin, Texas. And you think that the Orbit program's too good to be true? Bro, bro, what? Okay. So let's go to Glacier Peaks Park. Okay. And I'm really grateful to Jordan. Not only are we really good friends, but I'm really grateful that I got to do this deal. This is a really great deal in one of my favorite cities in the entire world. I live right down here in a town called Cruston. This is my little farm down here, right across from the fish hatchery. This is my property right here. I'm going to be up there in 3 weeks mowing this lawn and taking care of the grizzly bears that live on that property. But I was able to buy this park because Jordan and I went out to an appointment and we met the broker literally right here in this parking lot. And we met the broker, negotiated back and forth. And several months later, we ended up buying this park. I own 90% of this park. It has 40 self-storage, it has tiny homes. It has 85 parking pads. And we bought this for $5 million. A couple of weeks later, Jordan also brings me this deal right here. And so not only did Jordan help me buy 2 parks, but because of Jordan, I now had a park. Check it. Jordan, I know you're on this training. I just want to say thank you to you, bro. I love you. I appreciate you as a friend and a collaborator, but this is what this community is all about. Jordan, you don't know how this changed my life. I got Jen. Okay. When I bought those 2 parks, I got Jen, the manager. Jen got a raise. So you benefited her life. She's now managing those 2 parks. And then I bought another park from another student about 3 months ago. I closed on that. Now Jen is managing all 3 parks and Jen got another raise. You know what Jen does? She manages my house that I live at in Montana. When I'm going up to town in a couple of weeks, we're going to live there for the summer. She's got the beds made. The laundry's all done. The fridge is full. The car from our house is dropped up at the airport. Like, bro, all of that came from you setting an appointment for me. Yes, you got paid in the process, but this is collaboration at its finest. Thank you, brother. Now, I've also got to watch Jordan as he scaled and bought his own RV parks, utilizing the credibility from these RV parks. Check this out. Jordan, he is on here, but I'm not going to bring him up here. I brought Jordan up a bunch of times, but Jordan, because of these 2 parks that he did, ended up closing on another park in Big Fork. And the agent who was representing the seller says, "What other parks have you done to Jordan?" And Jordan says, "Glacier Peaks and Mountain View." She goes, "Oh, I know those parks. Absolutely." And she passes off on the creative finance deal, gets the deal done. Those 2 parks gave Jordan the credibility to buy his own park. The value is way beyond him getting paid 60 grand or whatever. I think it was 60 grand and him getting 10% equity. It's way more than that. Jordan will get a free, think about this. Jordan, his entire mortgage payment will be paid for the rest of his life because he set an appointment for me on 2 RV parks. We bought both of them. He then went and bought a second, a third, a fourth. I don't know which one he's on right now. I think he's on like his 7th RV park. Like he's scaling fast. And he's helping a lot of new members now be what? He's now the planet and they're the orbiter. This is how this community is supposed to be built, my friends. Okay. So make sure that you love on the leaders that are doing this. They're doing a lot of work, but we all have a symbiotic relationship. In the very beginning, you will be bringing very little value, but some and a justified amount. And then you start scaling and become a planet of your own. Okay. So these 2 parks, I bought both of these relatively close to each other, about a mile away from each other. This one makes like 13 grand a month. Not a lot. It nets about 13 grand a month. And then this one makes about 30 grand a month, something like that, 25, 30 grand a month right here, net. But now I'm on to my 3rd park, which we just closed on a couple of weeks ago, right here, Beargrass Lodging and RV Resort. I just closed on this on March 31st, so maybe 5-6 weeks ago. Another student got paid 60 grand for this, for bringing and teeing us up and orbiting us, okay? Now I've got a student that's looking for a marina for me right here. His name is Steven. And he's got a deal down in Rawlins under contract that I'm looking at buying for $7.5 million. I don't have to do any of my own lead generation. I get to go buy deals and I get to go and raise the money and focus my time in other places. Okay. Can we get a yes if this is like the thing that you need to start out with? Either A, hey, I'm an owners club and I'm ready to lead, say leader. And if you are somebody saying, I want to orbit, say orbit. I want to orbit somebody else's planet. Say planet or orbit. Tell me which one you guys want to be. Okay, cool. Now, let's keep going. Great deals. I'm super happy with them. They changed my life. I've bought so many other RV parks, but these are really close to my home. And my kid, you know what else is cool about these parks? And my kids get to see these parks in the summertime. My kids get to work there. My kids stop by and see the cats, and they see the playground, and they see what daddy does for a living. When I was wholesaling and fixing flip, my kids didn't really understand what I did. They now understand we, as the family, own that RV park, and those are our customers. What an amazing thing that Jordan did in collaborating with me. Changed my life. And I'm glad I was able to change his in return, but this is why we orbit each other, and this is why we collaborate. All right, so what did Jordan do? He understood my buy box. He followed instructions. He set an appointment, and he learned while he earned. He didn't just continue to sit in the trainings and not do anything. He paired up with people and took action. If you have somebody that's going to make the call, do the negotiations, do the down payment, earnest money, proof of funds, contracts, close of escrow, negotiate, follow up, negotiate, follow up, negotiate, follow up, close the deal, manage the deal, and you're not even willing to set an appointment, my friend, you should go get a job as a Walmart greeter, because I don't know what else there is on the planet for you other than this minuscule, little, teeny, tiny, single thing of action. If you are somebody that says, I can't even do that, my friends, real estate and business is not for you. There is literally nothing I've crafted in 13 years of programs and challenges that is more simple than the Orbit program. Can I get a yes, we all agree with this? And if somebody disagrees that there's something easier, or heck, I couldn't do this, you should probably just leave, because there is nothing easier. This is a program I invented, and I could not have been able to follow through with the Orbit program if I didn't have 1,000 leaders in our community that took 6 years to build, that were willing to work with you and bring the same value the way I bring it. That was actually the most incredible feat of all times. That's why Robert Kiyosaki could never come up with this. That's why all these other gangster real estate investors, smart people, could never come up with an Orbit program, because they don't have a community of people willing to help you. And more importantly, they have never created a bonus or a structure that would give you this value. Does anybody have anything like this? Can you guys, Lucas says instruction, please. Hold on. Lucas, are you one of those lunatics? Lucas says, instructions, please. Lucas, bro, you're going to get roasted right now. We're pulling up Lucas right now. Lucas Gibson, you are getting politely roasted in about 10 seconds. Lucas Gibson, who also has 3 devices being listened to. Lucas, what's up? He's like, I don't even know how to unmute myself. Lucas, what do you got?
Wrong like this.
Okay, Lucas. Oh, Gibson, my bad. Lucas Gibson, unmute yourself. He's like, don't roast me, Paisley. There he is, Lucas.
Okay, I'm on.
I've already given you instructions. Find a planet. Get the JV agreement. I put the JV agreement in the side chat. Understand their buy box. Set appointments for them. Did I not already give you those instructions? I've given you instructions. Now I'm trying to give you the filler, all the context. The problem with people nowadays, they can't even hang around for an hour and a half. You guys are like burned out by TikTok scrolling all day long, that if it's not done in 15 seconds, you won't pay attention.
Yeah, I'm just used to bullet points, I guess.
That's why you're used to not making money. Am I wrong? Here, let me give you, Lucas, let me give you a hug. I'm your brother. Every single little bullet point that you've been looking at on ChatGPT, Claude, TikTok has been a waste of your time, because you don't know the context. You don't know the people that will help you. You don't have access to the resources other than a bunch of words on a screen. Is that going to help you get a deal? I'm waiting, Lucas. Is that going to help you get a deal? Yes or no? Okay, Lucas gave up. I will roast you, and I will point out to you that I gave you the instructions. Okay? You need context and you need people. So understand that I'm telling you stories, because stories are the glue that make everything stick. If all I did was tell you the Orbit program, let me tell you all the broke, poor-minded people. This is how they think. I tell you how an orbit program works. I don't give you an address. I don't tell you a story. I don't tell you a real person's name. I don't tell you the context. And they go, oh, sounds like a scam. Okay, so now I go and tell you the context, the story, the name of the person, the address. I give you the proof, and I tie it all together in an entertaining format. And you go, give me instructions. Just give me the bullet points. Bro, wake up. You are being trained at the highest possible level right now. I'm entertaining you, giving you actual addresses, real people, real examples, and real instructions that I've already done. Stop watching TikTok. It's going to burn your brain. Stop asking ChatGPT everything and stop talking to Claude all day long. Let's get you doing deals with real life people. How many people agree that that is what you are missing right now? Is that you are missing context, story, real examples, real addresses, people that are actually doing the deals. And you're actually kind of quite sick and tired of ChatGPT. And you're actually kind of sick of Claude because it ain't doing shit for you. It's not going out and doing the work for you. You need real buyers with real contracts, real proof of funds, the ability to close escrow, the ability to hold your hand, the ability to feel that gravity. My friends, the context is more important than the instruction, because when I just give instruction, new people don't take action. How many people appreciate the stories, the real life examples, the addresses, and showing you what the examples are so that when you go out and do it, you go, Jordan did it. Oh, yep, Jordan did it. Oh, that person did it. I now know why what I'm doing for you, Lucas, is I'm helping you understand the context of why it was helpful to me. Why would somebody like me be so willing to step down to your level? Because that's your mindset. Your mindset when you're a new person is like, why would this person be willing to help me? How many people grew up in a poor neighborhood where everybody told you somebody was out to get you all the time? Rich people don't think that way. Poor people think that way. And so I'm trying to give you context to break you out of that mindset, to let you know why people do the things. Okay. George Smith says, yeah, OMG me. Okay. Lucas, chill out, bro. Chill out and hang out. Okay. All right, cool. So these deals Jordan and I did together. Now, Jordan and I are still doing deals together, but the cool thing about what Jordan did is this. Take a screenshot. This is what he did. What did I do? I negotiated with the broker and the seller, got on Zooms with them. Jordan was on these Zooms so he could learn and be a participant. I structured the deal, me and my team. We structured and wrote out the contract multiple times. Actually, on this first deal, we went through the contract multiple times. I raised the capital. I brought the management team. Okay. I bought the property, managed the property, and I send Jordan $25,000 to $30,000 per year. And now Jordan got credibility. These are the things I brought to the table. This is what a planet should be bringing to you if you are orbiting. So this is what it looked like. And now this is what it looks like, is that now Jordan has other people in our private SubTo community orbiting him and working with him and bringing him stuff. And that is what this challenge is about. It's not just about me getting all the deals. It's upgrading you guys to getting the deals from the new people as well. This is a community it's actually more like an economy. Okay. So the SubTo solar system looks like this. All these planets of people that are buying businesses, single family homes, mobile home parks, tiny homes, multifamily, RV parks. And of course we do single family flips. We do co-living. We do all sorts of stuff. Okay. But I would say that most people are excited about the bigger stuff, right? So let's bring up Diana. I want to talk about Diana. Diana, I just went, Carly, bring Diana up here for me if you don't mind. I just went to a property that blew my freaking mind that Diana found. Okay. I'm going to go to Zion Tiny Getaway. I was so freaking blown away by this. Zion Tiny Getaway is a property. Actually, this is the unit I stayed in. The only regret I have is that my wife and I didn't even get to make out. We had 3 kids. It was just craziness. This is the unit I stayed in. Incredible. Look at this. Incredible property. Kelly and Nicole bought this deal. Let me tell you what I understand. Now we've got Diana Rosette here. Diana. How you doing, Diana? Let me unmute you real fast. Hi, Diana.
Hello.
Diana, you are a member of the community in SubTo, and
I actually am not. I'm a gator.
Oh, cool. So you're a member of the community, which is awesome, and you found Kelly and Nicole that are in Owners Club. You found their buy box, and you started sending them opportunities. I'm going to ask you a couple of really quick questions. Did you close the seller and negotiate with this seller on this deal? Are you the one that closed this deal?
No, I did not.
Did you negotiate with the seller?
No, I did not.
Did you raise the money to do this deal? Because they had to raise $800,000. Did you raise that
I know.
$800,000?
I did not.
Are you managing the park? Did you have to bring up credibility or like apply for a loan or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Did you get paid?
I certainly did.
How much did you get paid on this deal?
10,000.
You're telling me. Okay, so be honest here. Okay, for all the people that are new here, tell me how many hours you put into making that $10,000 just specifically on Zion Tiny
Oh
Getaway.
gosh. It was actually a lot of hours. I probably would work 3 or 4 hours a day looking for stuff, but I never counted them really. It was just a lot of fun for me. I enjoy.
Cool. So
I like
you
the hunt.
were scrolling through online stuff and you were looking for things for all sorts of people. You probably on Zion Tiny Getaway, calling the seller, introducing the seller to Kelly Nicole. How much time specifically were you involved in this deal to make that $10,000?
Quite a bit actually, Pace. I ended up becoming friends with Carrie, the broker, and
Okay.
I worked a lot with her. The way I worked with Nicole was I sent her quite a few places, and then we narrowed down. I got really tried to understand her buy box, and then I worked with Carrie. So Nicole would ask me a lot of questions, say, she'd want to find out all these different things. And I'd go back to Carrie and say, can you get me all this information? And then I would send that to Nicole. And, I was the middle person. I did a lot of work, but it was fun. It was good. I learned a lot.
Okay. So a couple of things I want to point out here. I actually prefer my orbiters to get out of my way. If you were working with me, I would be like, Diana, let me talk to Carrie right now. Let's sign an agreement. I need to go faster. I think Kelly and Nicole were probably thinking, we want to make sure that Diana learns the process. And so they probably give you a lot more learning than most people do. I would be like, Diana, get out of the way. I love you, but I'll get you on the Zooms. You can sit shotgun and you can watch me do the thing. At some point, I'm sure that Kelly and Nicole needed to talk to Carrie directly. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Once she had all the information, she just wanted to keep getting more information to really look at the numbers and to make sure it was going to work. Once that happened, she said, okay, Diane, I'm ready to negotiate myself. And then I was out of the picture.
Okay, sweet. So a couple of things about this park, and we'll bring up Kelly and Nicole here in a little bit. I went to the park. It's incredible. You guys should take a look at it. Everybody on here, go take a look at the website, Zion Tiny Getaway. It's freaking awesome.
It is.
It's so cute. And I was so jealous of those girls. I've not had deal FOMO in like 5 years, and I had total deal FOMO. So you probably, so a couple of things. You probably learned 1,000 times more on this particular thing than you ever did in any course that you ever even watched. My courses are incredible. They're world-class. We get like 5-star reviews all the time. But the reason I actually set up a community is because courses are dog water when it comes to actually teaching you through the process. You need to be involved, which is why we built a community. Would you say that if you did not have a community, you would have been as successful?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Right.
And you had Kelly and Nicole working with you, asking the right questions. Then you'd go back to Carrie. You saw how, and I'm going to call out Carrie. I don't know Carrie, and I know you're friends with Carrie, but Carrie didn't even know the answers to most of these questions. Is that correct?
Well, I think
the simple answer would be yes. So she did not know the answers. Ultimately, even the seller did not provide all the financials. What ended up having to happen is Kelly and Nicole had to get deeper into the financials.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So guys, you have to understand something. These brokers that you are going to be talking to, they don't have all the financial data because that's not what they're trained on in school.
That's right.
And so even when you're brand new to orbiting somebody, you don't even know what questions to ask, which is why it's better. I think I'm going to be really interested. Kelly and Nicole are going to be coming up here in a little bit. I'm going to be asking them, why did you keep Diana in this situation way longer than I ever would have? I would have been like, Diana, this is awesome. We're interested. Let us call the broker directly and extract all the information. It seems like you guys went back and forth, which is unlike most orbiters. Did you try to stay involved because you wanted to learn more? Is that what it was?
No, I was just working with Nicole, and if she needed some more information, I just was the one to make the phone call to try to get it so she didn't have to be bothered doing those
I love it.
things.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this also brings up a really powerful point, is that everybody's going to have a different flow of working, right? For me, I'm like, I love negotiating. I want to call that broker directly. What I probably would have done, and I don't know that Kelly and Nicole did this right out of the gate, I would have literally jumped on a plane and met with that broker. I would have been like, before I even submitted an offer, I would have gone to the park. I would have spent a day there. I would have gone and seen the whole town. I would have built a relationship with the broker, and I would have invited you to say, hey, Diane, I want to come hang out with me. Let's go do this. You learned in a different way, right? You learned through them going, hey, we're busy. I know Kelly and Nicole, they own, one owns a boat rental business up in Washington, and the other one owns a bike shop in Cottonwood, Arizona.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So they're super busy. So I can imagine them doing it virtually.
Right.
Now, here's my final question for you. Do you feel like anybody at any ability level can do this?
Yes, because I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I've been a lender, I've been a private money lender, and I've been doing that kind of thing, but I like the hunt. So I really enjoyed this because I do like looking for properties. So yeah, anyone can do it. I didn't have any other tools. I went on Crexy and then started making friends with brokers, and now still all these brokers are sending me stuff.
No software costs.
No software, nothing.
I say this all the time. When you're starting out, do not buy software.
No, I didn't use any money to find this deal.
Okay. And are you going to continue to, I know that Kelly and Nicole are now moving into a little bit more RV parks. Are you still working with them, or do you have other planets in the community that you are orbiting right now?
You know, I just actually met Kelly. I mean, I didn't know her. I always worked with Nicole. And so I think I found her somewhere. She was looking for something. And then she said, oh, and I own Zion Tiny Getaway. And I said, oh, who do you own it with? She said, I have a partner. So she didn't know who I was, but I knew about the park because I found it. And actually, I don't know how I even found it, to tell you the truth. I think God dropped it in my lap. But I mean, the first funny thing I did, you're talking about not using ChatGPT, but I did because I didn't know they all want national parks. Get me a park near a national park. So I went on ChatGPT and I said, where are most people going? Like, what is the most
visited RV park or
visited?
Park,
yeah. And so it was Smoky Mountain, and the next one was Zion.
Yeah,
and so I think I started looking in
the
the Smoky Mountain area, and then Nicole said, "No, I want to be more on the West Coast."
Yeah,
so I dropped
both those partners are on the West Coast. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I went to
Let
Zion.
me clarify something. I don't say don't use ChatGPT. What I'm saying is that people believe that when they use ChatGPT, like this gentleman, Lucas, that I was talking to earlier, kind of razzing him to prove a point. This gentleman literally learns everything and does everything with ChatGPT. Like ChatGPT is going to buy the deal for him, get on the phone with the broker for him. It's like at some point you got to have people to do the business with.
Yes.
Get off the ChatGPT. Use it as a tool, not
just
as
information, a little information to help me to get going.
And so what people are doing is like, do you know the average adult between 18 and 60 right now is spending over 4 hours a day scrolling on social media? The number one cause of accidents right now are people that are driving, even with their kids, and they're scrolling on social media at stoplights and turning and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. That is the problem with people. Like, can you get to the point? No, I'm not going to get to the point. I'm going to give you a quality training and introduce you to people and give you all the filler context. And if you can't hang out for 2.5 hours, then you should go and just marry ChatGPT or Claudia or Claude, whatever you want, whatever you prefer. So Diana.
Yes.
Are you going to continue to orbit, or are you starting to get ready to start buying your own stuff?
Well, you know what? I've actually lent you a whole bunch of money, Pace. I don't even know if you know that, but
I didn't know that. What are you lending me money on?
Just a general fund, I guess. I mean,
how much did you give me?
200,000.
Are you coming to my house in Montana then?
Not that I know of. I don't know.
Okay, so this is cool. For everybody that is a private money lender with me, I don't get a chance to talk to you guys because I have a big team, right? I told my team this year, I said, get everybody that's a private money lender or has been a private money lender with us. And I want to put a shindig together at my farm in Montana, and let's go fishing, let's go hiking together, and let's go spend a whole day together. So you are going to get an invite here in the next probably week. We're solidifying the dates. It's in July. It's going to be 2 days, 1 day at my barn, 1 day hiking. So you'll meet all my other private money lenders. They'll meet you, and you guys will all collaborate. It's weird. My team is like, you want the private money lenders to know each other? I'm like, I believe in collaboration. Like there's so much, there's enough for everybody. And if I give them obviously a good return, and do I pay you monthly or quarterly?
Monthly.
Okay. So see, I don't know. I have a big team. Who do you talk to? Jade or Heather or Madison?
I think both, but Heather mostly, I think.
Okay, cool. So thank you for that. I appreciate you tremendously. And we want to make sure we show you we love you, and I want a deep relationship with you. So this July, if you're a private money lender of mine, you'll be invited to my barn in Montana.
Fun. And the next thing I'm looking for, I decided to, I want to get my own co-living. So I've been working with Pad Split. I think I'm talking to Justin King, and working with him I have some rentals in 5 different states, but I want to do a co-living.
Where do you live?
I live in Westminster, between Seal Beach and Huntington Beach, California. SoCal.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Do you know Olive Owners Club is going to be in Huntington Beach this summer? So
I didn't know that.
You're going to see 700 of us converge on Huntington Beach. It's going to be
I'd
cool.
love to see that.
Cool. Diana, you're incredible. Thank you for being here. Can
Thank
we
you.
all give Diana a bunch of love in the side chat? Do you guys feel like anybody can do this business? I feel like Diana is actually not a beginner. I wonder if we can bring on some brand new people. I think she understands lending to a certain degree, but finding deals was new to her. Diana, first and foremost, you are beautiful, and I love whoever's dressing you. I don't know what that blouse is. I don't know who dressed you up today.
Vera Wang. Vera Wang.
Vera Wang. We call Vera Wang Vera Fancy. Okay. Vera Fancy outfit. We appreciate you tremendously.
Thanks, Pace.
Thank you, Diana. I appreciate you, private money lending. I'll see you in July. Okay.
Okay. Sounds great.
Awesome. So guys, do you feel like anybody can do this? Do you feel like you have to have a lot of experience? Now, Diana, I didn't know her. I'm bringing people up that are like doing deals right now. And so I didn't know her. She's in the community, but I didn't know her. Okay. She also loaned me $200,000. Should I be proud that I don't know she loaned me $200,000, or should I be embarrassed? Should I be proud of my team for handling all that kind of stuff? Oh, she said 300. I don't know. I'm proud of my team. I'm going to choose to be proud, because there was a point in my life where I had a hard time delegating, and now I'm just so proud of my team. Heather, Jade, Nisha, Heidi, Ashley, Molly, everybody. You're the best. Jade, you're awesome. Okay. All right. Let's bring up our next contestant, Mark. Mark found a laundromat. I actually hung out with Mark up in Utah at this laundromat. Mark, let's bring up Mark and let's chat about this laundromat. I know this laundromat because I went there, and it's freaking impressive. Mark, what up, homie? How you doing? Mark, you know how to unmute yourself? He's like, I'm working on it, Pace. Can you see it now?
There we go.
Okay, cool. Let me show you guys where this, okay, we showed you Tiny Home Getaway. So we're showing you real properties. So you guys can pull up the websites, check this out. They bought this on Seller Finance, the tiny home, 40 tiny home units. Okay. Kelly and Nicole, you'll meet Kelly and Nicole today, but let's go to, let's see, Orem, Utah. I have been to this laundromat just a couple of months ago. I also grew up here. I used to kiss girls in this town. I used to go hunting for dates on this street right here. Let's see, Orem Boulevard. What are the cross streets on this? Do you know?
It's State Streets. Let's see. 79 North State Street.
Okay, 79 North State Street in Orem, Utah.
Same
There
parking
it
lot
is.
as Chick-fil-A.
Okay, it's right here. This is Star Laundry Club. Okay, this is owned now by Benjamin Huang and Colin Yep. They are now, I think, on their 8th laundromat. They bought this on Creative Finance. This is one of the most creative deals on the planet. Carly says, do you want to bring Benjamin up? No, I don't want to bring up any of the planets until a little bit later. Mark.
Yes, sir.
So you went looking for deals for somebody else. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did you have to close this deal and negotiate this deal and get this deal under contract before you brought it to Benjamin?
No, I didn't. All I did was reached out to him, which I couldn't even get a hold of him on the phone. So this was all done through text, which is even more unique.
I love it. So you're talking about Seller or Benjamin?
Seller. Yeah, he would not get on the phone. I tried to get him on because, trying to explain creative financing, through text, it kind of seemed impossible, but I made it happen. And he thought I was talking about seller financing, but since there was a loan in place on the equipment, I had to explain to him, and he didn't own the real estate either. So I had to explain to him because he's like, if we're talking seller financing, I don't want to do this. And so I was like, no, actually, what we're doing is we'd be taking over the financing because he was expecting to take like a $200,000 loss on a
Yeah,
cash
his
sale.
to give people a little bit of context, he had a bunch of equipment loans that he was behind on, and he bit off a little bit more than he could chew. And so Benjamin Huang, experienced planet in SubTo community, and Colin Yep, experienced planet in SubTo and in our Gator community, paired up as partners. They now own Star Laundry Club. They now own, I believe, 8 laundromats, all with creative finance, insane deals. And they paired up with each other, and they came in and saved this seller. I met their employee. I met their whole operation. I also got deal FOMO on this laundromat. Mark, did you get paid on this deal for setting this appointment?
I did.
How much did you get paid?
I was offered 8 grand,
Mhm.
but I opted to come on as a partner. So I'm like I guess a minority owner in this laundromat. And since Colin and Benjamin are on the East Coast, I live about an hour drive north of there. So I'm, boots on the ground
Okay,
also.
so this is a good thing to bring up. Guys, if I'm in the Orbit program, did he have to close the deal, negotiate the deal, get the paperwork, or did he have to set the appointment and at least explain creative finance in its basics? One or two? Was it one, I had to do all the work, or two, I just had to make sure that I explained the basics? Did you have to overcome all the objections and structure the deal and come up with the paperwork and come up with the money and raise the capital and take over the employee and deal with all that kind of stuff, Mark?
No, I didn't. I just had to, like you've taught, it's rarely a one call close. I just had to follow up with him and be on top of him, and because it would take him a week sometimes to even respond to a text message, but I didn't give up. I just kept following up with him, and then finally got a call booked with him and Benjamin.
Cool. Jawan L asks in the side chat, what's the Orbit program and what is private money lending? Jawan, you might want to show up early next time. Okay. Want to show up earlier next time. Okay. Can I get an LOL in the side chat? I earned that. I earned a laugh on that. Okay. Jawan, next time, show up early. I talked about the Orbit program for literally 51 minutes, and that makes me want to yell at you for 52 minutes. Okay. I love you. I appreciate you. Okay, Mark, my man, you're highlighting something very powerful for everybody. Do I have to take a finder's fee, or can I also take some potential equity? In the side chat, answer the question. The answer is both, right? Jordan on the RV park with me, he got a finder's fee, okay, an Orbit fee. And by the way, if I buy a multi-million-dollar laundromat and all they had to do was set the appointment and I closed it, do you think $8,000 is more than efficient? Or do you feel like you could have earned that more than that at your day job? I feel like $8,000 is generous. Do we agree with that? How many people would love to watch the process get done and earn $8,000 on a laundromat for the first time? Give me a yes. Do we feel like that is actually generous if somebody had to come in and raise the money, put a partnership together, close the deal, paperwork, learn everything they had? Benjamin Wong had to be in SubTo for nearly 3 years for him to get as good as he is in creative finance. He also graduated Harvard. Okay. Homeboy went to Harvard. Then he went to SubTo, which is the Harvard of real estate. And he was in SubTo for 3 years to be able to provide that value to Mark. Do you feel like Benjamin was generous enough in the $8,000?
Absolutely.
Cool. Mark, how do you feel about that? Did I give you also a paradigm shift that you can go out and do deals and give you some momentum to go out and do more stuff and like a lot of positive forward movement?
Yeah, it did, and especially when you don't just take the money and run, like working with Colin and Benjamin has been awesome because we're still talking almost daily. We're on a WhatsApp group with our employees at the laundromat too. I mean, they've gone in, they've repainted it, rebranded it. The employees are amazing that we kept on. I'm looking into like going to like the Utah County Fair to promote the business, and I'm looking to just keep moving forward with them. It's not just a one and done thing. So
I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Can we all give Mark a bunch of love in the side chat for going out and freaking taking action and being a total badass? Can we give Mark a bunch of love? Mark, thank you so much, brother. Let's bring up our next contestant. Oh, I know this lady. Let's bring this cute lady up here. We love Robin. And $5 to anybody that can pronounce her last name. I've practiced it. She's incredible. We love this woman. Bring up Robin Schnorenberg. Schnorenberg. What's up, Robin? How's it going, my friend?
That's good. Can you hear me?
Yes. Robin, I just want to say we love you. We appreciate you. And I love your energy. From the day I met you, brand new in our office last year, you came out, you joined SubTo. I paired you up with a leader, and you freaking went out and started setting appointments for this leader. And this is such a cool deal. It's this is a cool deal. It's an apartment building, 24 unit deal, $0, no payments to the seller for over a year, 0% interest on a 24 unit multifamily deal. And all you had to do was call the broker and set the appointment with the broker to Adam, one of our leaders. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did you have to negotiate the deal and get the paperwork done?
No.
Did you, you know what? You did get a free chicken sandwich. Was it what'd you get at the chicken place when we hung out?
Coleslaw.
Oh yeah, she got coleslaw. I also got coleslaw. I was pissed off they didn't have cornbread. So here's what's cool. Robin is an action taker. We love her. She's now already orbiting with other people. People are bringing her opportunities. She's closing her own deals. She's an owner now, and she's leading other people very much like Jordan is. And this is less than not even probably 3-4 months later, this woman was already getting RV parks under contract for herself. She's a gangster. But she started out going, okay, hold on. I need proof of concept. I need to know that I can close deals. I want to provide value. And you said something to me very sweet today in our group chat. And you said, Pace, all I did was just listen to what you said and I took action.
Yep, I did.
How,
It was
and then you got to go to the property. You got to meet my property manager, Heidi.
Yes.
You watched our walkthrough. You listened to the conversations with the broker. You got to watch the paperwork get done, the structure of the deal. And then how much did you get paid on this deal? I forget.
10,000.
$10,000. And I have this cute little photo of me and you hanging out. Hold on, let me pull this up. This is too good. People need to see this. People need to see that you and I hung out in New Orleans. Was that the first time you've been in New Orleans?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought I was gonna I thought I'd give you something cool.
It was
what
cool.
What are you working on now? Tell me what you're working on now.
I'm doing a tiny home development community, and I've got a consulting group. I started consulting business, and I don't know. I've
Check this
partnered with
out.
a tiny
Guys,
home
look at this.
manufacturing
Look at
company.
this cute lady right here. Look at my homie, Robin. Okay, so on my right-hand side, your guys' left, that's Heidi Silva. She's my asset manager. She travels around the country. Adam was the planet that Robin was orbiting, and Robin went out, hung out this property, and watched us close this deal and work with the broker, which is awesome. And Robin got paid $10,000. Now, your tiny home community that you're working on, what the heck is going on there? Can I supply the tiny homes for you? What's going on?
Well, I partnered on a tiny home manufacturing company myself. So I'm going to supply it myself.
Good for you. And this
I
is
learned this from you.
Look at you taking action, Robin.
Mhm.
What would you say to people that are just not taking action? Is it because they're maybe overthinking it? They think that they have to provide a lot more value than they really need to?
Sure. Or they don't think they can do it. And I didn't either. I did have a business background, but I knew nothing about real estate. And I found you on YouTube and I was like, this guy's legit. I've got to learn everything he knows. And I was intentional about being in your orbit. I wanted to learn everything. And it was simple, but not simple. You have to put in the work. But if you just follow the steps, and that's what led me here. I mean, it's been successful.
I love it. And your experience was actually card dealer at a
Yeah.
at a casino.
A casino. Yeah, I did casino management and train craps, blackjack, poker.
Now you've become the crap at freaking getting deals done. I freaking love it. So
That's
you used to train other dealers?
Yes.
And when did you stop doing that?
I'm actually still over that right now. I retire. I've been there 28 years. I'll retire in August.
Oh my gosh. Are you
Yeah.
just having the best year of your life right now,
I
dude?
am. I am. It's all because of this community. This community is awesome.
You
It's
know,
a universe of orbits.
yes, I know it's a universe of orbits, a big solar system, but I want to just tell you, like every time I text you, I'm like, we love you. You're the best. You have a positive attitude. You're always
Thank
bringing a
you.
ray of sunshine. You're very much like Carly Grundman, where like everywhere you go, there's like a beam of light. And you just
Thank
love
you.
being around people and you love providing value. And I think that that's
Thank
all
you.
that orbiting really is like, hey, what do you need? I'll find it for you and I'll persist until I get the deal done. And then you got proof of concept and you said, I can do this too. Like I can do what Adam just did. I can do what Pace does. Now I watch the process. And I got paid to do it. I freaking love it. And I'm going to hang out with you in San Antonio.
I won't be there. I'll be in Aruba. Sorry. I didn't know it was planned at the same time.
Okay. But when will I see you? When will we hang out? Are you coming to Huntington Beach?
Yes, I will be there.
Okay. Very cool. Can we all give Robin a bunch of love? This was a 24 unit deal that she did with me. I actually own this deal. Here's what's cool. Robin got paid 10 grand to bring it to Adam. Adam then brought it to me. Okay. So this was kind of funny. This was Robin orbiting Adam, Adam orbiting me. It was like, it's kind of like Robin was the moon, Adam was the earth, and I was the sun. And I helped Adam get the deal done because it was his biggest deal he'd ever done. And I became a part owner of the deal. And we helped structure no money, no payments to the seller for like 18 months, I believe. Adam got paid 30 grand up front on the deal, the way we structured it. Robin got paid $10,000 and it's a 0% seller finance deal. No bank, no credit, no credentials, none of that. It is a banger of a deal. Did Robin have to JV with Adam? Of course she did, everybody. I'm going to tell you guys for the late people, you guys showed up and how many people showed up late and you have all these questions. What is orbit? And you showed up an hour late. Say guilty. Say guilty in the side chat. Okay. If you showed up, okay, I'm going to tell you guys, this is the wildest thing. The train has been moving for nearly 2 hours and you ran and jumped on the train and you go, where are we going? Bro, you jumped on my train 2 hours late. Don't be asking where it's going. Okay. You're wild. You're freaking wild. Chill out. Okay. Robin, we love you. We adore you. We're proud of you. I can't wait to do more deals with you. I can't wait to watch you just continue to flourish. I can't wait to see what is going to happen when you fully retire from the casino. If I were you, I would also not quit, even though you probably could from the money that you've made. You probably could go quit, but you're so smart. You just retire in August, have another pension. Bro, you are killing the game.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And by the way, guys, she has done all of this from Oklahoma. If you think you can't do it, some lady in Oklahoma
Right.
is making it happen.
Yeah.
We're proud of you. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So give her some love, everybody. Give Robin some love in the side chat, please. Give Robin some love. All right, cool. We have one more person. Actually, we have two more people on the orbit side. Let's bring up Diane, please. Let's bring up Diane. This is actually an RV park that I'm closing on, I believe, in the next week with some other awesome people in the community. This is another deal that I get to do. And this is why we do the orbit program, is so that you guys can orbit us. Diane Barnes. Diane, can I barter with you a little bit? She's like, let me unmute. Yeah, I'll let you unmute. Okay, so Diane.
Okay. Yes.
First off, we love the bangs. You have style. We like you. You're freaking awesome. I need to tell you, Diane, that if this park closes, which I think it's going to close in the next week or so, right? And we're not going to
No
talk.
doubt.
Okay, it's going to close.
It will close.
Great deal. It's probably like top 3 most popular RV parks in the country, massively reviewed, awesome, beautiful, brand new park. And you found this opportunity and teed up Bobby and Monica, which is awesome. You were orbiting Bobby and Monica. When we close this park and I fly out to the park and I do a YouTube video about it, can you come and meet me?
Absolutely.
I have a gift that I want to give you.
Oh.
It's an iPhone. We're giving you an iPhone. We're giving, is that your husband in the back?
Yeah.
Well, let me see him. Let me see this handsome man that you married.
Come over here.
Huh?
Come over
Come here, boss. What's his name?
Rick.
His name is Riff.
Rick.
Oh, Rick. I freaking love it. Rick sounds like a badass.
Well, no, I'm keeping our child quiet so that.
Oh, there's big Rick energy right there. Got some big Rick energy. Can you guys all give Rick a little bit of love? He's a silver fox. How long have you guys been together?
7 years.
Love that. And how long has you had that child of yours, that white-haired child?
She's a year old.
Wow.
So we still have to keep her quiet.
New baby. A brand new baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so Diane, did you have to close this deal, negotiate this deal? You had to do the paperwork on this deal, raise the money on this deal, operate this deal, manage this deal, all of that kind of stuff?
No.
Okay, now we're not going to talk about the name of the park because this park, sadly, is under contract and we've put the money. I raised the money for the deal. I don't know if you know that.
I do.
And I'm partnering with Monica and Bobby, who I love. Do you know how I met Monica and Bobby for the first time?
Texas?
No. This is a great story. So Monica and Bobby,
Okay.
you're getting paid on this deal. Monica and Bobby, I met Monica for the first time in my basement.
Oh, that's right. She did.
I was
tell me.
doing this cool bonus for the SubTo community called the No One Left Behind Challenge. And I would bring people into my basement for a week with my team. And it was only 10 people at a time. And Monica is brand new. And she sits front row. She sets all the appointments. And we do like 3 or 4 deals that week. And she's just so freaking amazing. And I told Monica, I was like, we always need new Monicas like you in this community. And she's like, I'm going to create a bunch of Monicas. And I was like, gosh, this lady's so awesome. And, you know, her and I did a bunch of deals together. She's great. And then here we are buying our first RV park together because you found us an opportunity. And I just want to say thank you to you and so proud of you for taking action. Do you feel like the Orbit program is a really great way for you to get started in this community?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It was so easy. It helps to have a good person, which I did, to work with. But to get started, it really, just give you a little background. I've never been on an RV park. I've never been in an RV.
Yeah, you look a little too fancy for an RV. I get it.
No, but I could still do it, and I could talk to brokers and agents, without a problem. So,
you're a friendly lady. One thing I can say is a lot of our leaders, okay, like Ingrid Hernandez, she's like, don't be stealing my Diane Barnes. Diane, I'm gonna ask you during this challenge, can you come into this challenge and just help some of the newbies on some of their courage to do some of the things you're doing? Can we get a little Diane magic in this challenge?
absolutely. I would love that.
Okay. How many people want to be like Diane, where you're helping find RV parks and doing deals with people that are leaders in this community? Give me a me if you want to be a Diane Barnes. Now, one caveat, if you guys have an Android, you cannot be part of this challenge. I'm like in a group chat with Diane. I'm like, who has the Android? And of course, she wore the green blouse today just to smear it in my face. The green bubble, green blouse. Diane, where do you and that handsome silver fox live?
Kansas City.
This is why you have Kansas. Hey, by the way, you guys are getting a new stadium.
Yes, 2 of them.
The leadership in Kansas City. I don't know if you know Ashley. Do you know Ashley in Kansas City?
Yes.
He's so
Abbott.
freaking awesome. One of the most creative investors I've ever met. Diane, when we do this challenge, I'm going to be texting you and asking you to pop in and help out and just encourage a lot of the newbies that are joining in on this challenge. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And is this the only deal you and I are going to do together?
No,
Okay.
slap your hand.
What do you have to say to people that are brand new as maybe encouragement or maybe a little bit of, hey, this is all I did. Hey, maybe I was surprised that the deal, by the way, your deal was kind of hellacious.
Yeah.
And I won't go into the details because I don't
Yeah.
want to give it away until we close escrow. When we close escrow, I'll fly up there. We'll do a YouTube video, but you probably learned more about partnerships, who to trust, who not to trust than anything you could probably even imagine. And you found incredible people to get this deal all the way through the finish line. But besides all of that, what is something you could say to some of the new people looking to do the Orbit training coming up in the next 10 days?
I mean, it's basically just don't be afraid. Just jump in and make the calls. And people are people. All you have to do is like people. And, you know, you just make the calls. People will talk to you. Just be open and honest, and it'll happen. It just will. Don't give up.
Does it make it a lot easier to know two things? One, you have a leader that you're sending these opportunities to.
Absolutely. You have to
So
have that.
you're not by yourself. You're
Right.
not using Claude or ChatGPT to like just go through the stuff. You can be like my partners or my buyer or whatever. That's number one. Number two, is it a lot better that you don't actually have to cold call? You can actually call on the on-market properties and talk to brokers that are already selling properties. So you're not really cold calling anybody. Is that correct?
Mm-mm.
It's
No,
warm
you
calling.
just pick up the phone and say, I saw your park and I'm interested in getting more information. It's that simple.
Okay, Diane.
Huh?
If we meet, do I have to buy you an iPhone and Rick an iPhone, or just you?
We're on the same plan.
Well, we're on the same plan, so.
Freaking Rick. I'm gonna buy. I gotta buy two iPhones. Okay. Rick and Diane, I can't wait to hang out with you guys at the park in the next couple of weeks. It's probably going to be 30 days before I can get up there, but I look forward to doing a double date with you guys, bring my wife and my kids up, give you guys a big squeeze.
Oh, that'd be great.
Really proud of you. Will you guys fly out to NorCal and look at the park with us?
Absolutely.
Okay. Rick,
Yes, sir.
are you proud of this woman?
I'm very proud of her.
Do you like her bangs as much as I like her bangs, or did you not even notice? Does Rick even notice that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You married the right man. You are a closer. We're proud of you. Everybody give Diane a bunch of love, please, in the side chat. Diane, you're beautiful inside and out. We can't wait to see you help out a lot of newbies in this upcoming challenge. Thank you for all you do. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Man, I'm telling you, our ladies are put together in this community. They got the bangs, they got the blouses, they got the earring. They're killing it. I can tell you right now that Mr. Chalmers, the gentleman that I'm bringing up right now, Carly, if you could bring up DW, my homeboy Daryl, if you could bring him up. This is one of the coolest deals ever. This gentleman, I don't know the exact number, but I believe he made 300 and Daryl, how much you make on this deal, bro? With Adam Curry, how much did you make on this total? What was your actual number? Do you know what it is? I'll unmute you. Hold on a sec. Let's see if I can unmute you. Oh, you froze, bro. Let's see. Where are you? Why is this not unmuted? Participants. Okay, there he is. Daryl, what did you make on this deal?
358,000.
Bro, I was cutting you short. I was saying 350,000. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Face.
Because
What's
I
up,
know
Face?
you made that other $8,000 worth it.
For sure.
What did you spend the money on?
Man, I'm still working, Face. I mean, we still got a little bit of money, but
Did you pay off some debt? Did you buy anything new?
yeah, I
you pay
did.
off
I
credit
did.
card stuff?
I bought some tractor trucks. So I get a little drip every week from some tractors, but I'm also though, just still doing the thing though.
Yes, Gil says on one deal. Yes, Daryl Chalmers has been in the community for a while. He's freaking awesome. He's an action taker, and he paired up with Adam Curry. I call him Flurry in your curry. The dude is amazing. How cool is it working with an experienced multifamily investor in the community?
Man, super cool. Give you the confidence, right? That you wouldn't have if you didn't have that person, right? So,
and he's not only he's a
definitely,
sweet dude, he's a family man, but like he just loved you too, and he just gave you so many compliments. The action that you were taking. Are you guys still going to continue to work with each other, or did he fully retire after he got his 358,000?
No, he's still going hard. Like I'm still seeing Adam, like with different deals pending and under contract, so he's still going hard. But yeah, man, I definitely plan on keeping Adam in my pocket or me holding on to his leg. Like, hey, I got this one, But for sure,
you guys, he actually went and met with the seller with you. He actually helped negotiate, get the deal under contract. You guys wholesaled this deal. This is how they made that money, guys. They got 40 units?
40 units.
They got a 40-unit multifamily deal under contract. They wholesaled it and made $716,000. They split that. So both of them made $358,000 each. Can I get 358,000 congratulations for this guy? Did you buy an iPhone?
No.
Bro, you still got $8,000 left over. Let's go get that iPhone. Come on.
What's going? Is the camera not looking clear? Is it
No,
blurry?
you look good, dude. You
I
look good.
appreciate
And we're proud of you. And you know what, dude? We love your energy in the community. We love everything you bring to the community. I'm so proud of you as a brother. I can't wait to see you do more deals. Can you give a little bit of encouragement to people that are going to be orbiting in this upcoming challenge over the next couple of weeks? Can anybody do what you just did?
Anybody can do it. Definitely, anybody can do it, especially if you're connected to, you in spaces like this with action takers. Like, that's what it's about. So anybody can do it. You just got to believe in yourself and take action. Just take the necessary action every day. And, you'll look up and you'll do it. You'll be doing it, So,
I love it. I love it, brother.
Sure.
And for clarity, guys, this is what he did with the money. He went out and bought some tractor trailers and he rents them out and he gets monthly passive income. So
weekly.
Oh, sorry, weekly. He's trying to correct me. I loved it. He's smarter than me. I would have been doing monthly. Homeboy took it to another level. He's doing weekly. This is why I love DW. So, brother, we're so proud of you.
I appreciate it, Pipes.
And I just want to say, you know what's cool is that you leaned on a leader in this community, Adam Curry, doing multifamily. You put food on his table. He put food on your table. We are, as a community, leading the charge in collaboration. And this Orbit program is just a perfect example. Again, guys, Daryl did not have to get the deal under contract. He didn't have to sell the deal. He was able to bring the opportunity to Adam. Adam went out, helped negotiate, found the buyer. They walked through it together like partners. Do you feel like Adam, here's a question. Do you feel like Adam could have given you less money on the deal and you still would have been happy with $50,000 or $100,000?
But you kind of said it wrong, Pace. I did bring in the bar on this deal. I knew the bar. I brought in the bar.
Okay, cool.
Adam came in and he gave insight of how good of a deal it was. I didn't know if it was a deal or not. I just knew it was an opportunity, and I needed someone that knew about multifamily. But I did bring in the bar though. So
I love it. My question is this. Do you feel like Adam was very generous on splitting the deal 50-50 with you based on his experience level?
Facts. Yes.
Okay, cool. So guys, this is what I want to point out to you is that our community is very generous. And the fact that DW is like, yo, I'm just going to keep doing deals like this. And this guy changed my life. Do me a favor, Mr. Chalmers, text Adam Curry and just tell him, bro, I love you. I'm so glad you put some food on my table. I'm glad I put some food on yours. Guys, give Daryl some love in the side chat. Daryl, we're proud of you, brother. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thanks, man. All right. Appreciate that.
No problem, brother. Okay, so we understand, okay? We understand the actual point of this is to bring value to each other and collaborate with each other. Do we all agree with that? Give me a yes in the side chat. Okay. So we got people that made 10 grand. We've got people that have gotten equity. We've gotten people that made $358,000 and the planet made $358,000 as well. The collaboration is real. And so anybody, literally at any level, can do these deals. Do we all agree with that? Cool. All right. You guys see what happens when I go 2 hours? I start out with 2,600 people. 200 people can't hang out. Literally 10% of people are like, I can't hang out more than 2 hours. I gotta scroll through TikTok. I gotta scroll through Instagram. I'm getting my dopamine levels are falling. I need to get back. Okay. So now let's meet the leaders. And then we're going to talk about the challenge that's upcoming. And I'm going to give you some instructions, whether in the community or outside of the community. I'll give you guys some homework. So give me a little bit more time. We're going to go through the leaders and leaders. I'm going to give you very quick. We're going to go through like 1 minute because I took a lot more time on the front end training. So we're going to go through really, really quick going through this. But let's go through, let's bring up Adam Curry first. Then we'll bring up Lizeth. Let's bring up, actually, you know what we should do? Carly, let's bring up all the leaders, like literally bring them all up at the same time. And we'll just kind of go round robin and just have them give a little bit of examples. Adam Curry, do you still have any of that money, bro? Or did you spend it all?
Money doesn't stay in my bank account very long.
That's a good answer. This is why you're my friend, dude.
No, I built an ADU behind our house on cash and lines of credit, and the second that that deal hit the bank, I paid everything off. So
I freaking love it. Okay, cool. So guys, these are our leaders in the community. We've got Nicole Reed. We've got Bobby Souza. We've got Monica. And oh my gosh, you got that handsome man with you today. We love that man. Did you guys just went out to that park? Is that correct, Monica? Let me unmute you guys. We got to ask to unmute. Carly, would you do me a favor and ask to unmute everybody if possible, please? Kelly, I had so much fun hanging out with you and your hubby last week.
It was super fun.
I'm going to be honest. I loved him more than I loved the park. And I think everybody says that. And he's just such an awesome dude. I was so grateful to see your guys' operation and what you guys are building. You and Kelly, or sorry, Kelly, Nicole, and your husband are all killing it. Their deal, isn't that funny? Nicole, you were the one that was working with the broker Carrie and with your orbiter, is that correct?
Yeah.
And Kelly, you didn't even have to get involved at all. You just were back on the maybe raising capital and working all that kind of stuff.
I got involved when we started having the conversations with the broker.
Okay, cool. And how cool is it that we can build a community of people that want to bring you guys opportunities and tee you guys up with opportunities? Kelly and Nicole, give me a little bit of love on that for a second. Then I'm going to switch over to Monica for a second.
Yeah. So just love around just what kind of opportunities have been brought to us.
Just how cool is it that you have people that are brand new in the community that will find opportunities exactly what you're looking for and tee them up for you?
Oh, absolutely. We get, I mean, ever since joining Owners Club and being part of SubTo, we get deals sent to us daily. So it's almost overwhelming, but a good problem to have for sure.
I love it. And you guys, when I was hanging out with you guys at dinner in Zion National Park area, you were talking about the next thing you're going to be looking for is what?
We are looking for RV parks specifically. Now that we've done the tiny home thing, we're looking more for RV parks. And primarily on the West Coast, West and Southwest.
Okay. And what have you learned? Let's give us a one piece of nugget on tiny homes. What have you learned about tiny homes versus RV parks?
Well, I think the big thing is with tiny homes, you are managing, in our case, 40 separate individual homes. So maintenance associated with all of those homes. And then in our case, owners that own those homes. So we only own through 3 of the homes and we're managing all of the 37 others with individual owners. So that relationship plus the guest relationship and the property management and just basically short-term rentals, because they're all operating as short-term rentals. So
and how much will you guys make on this tiny home this year? Best guesstimate, next 12 months, your net in your pocket.
Yeah. So probably about $300,000.
That's net in your pocket.
Nicole, am I misspeaking?
Nope, you are correct.
Right.
Sorry, my phone died.
It's all good. So you two gals are going to have $300,000 net take home on this one park. Your thought was when we went to dinner the other night was, I think RV parks are a lot easier because you don't have to manage the actual units. And I also felt the same way, even though I have deal FOMO. And now I went home and I was just like, I was like plotting to go out and just dominate the tiny home space. I did recognize that as an asset, the tiny homes do have more management, but still $300,000 take home is a pretty awesome thing on one freaking deal that you guys own together. Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Kelly, Nicole, we love you guys. We appreciate you tremendously. We're going to highlight you a lot in the new Orbit training that we have coming up in the next 10 days. Kelly, Nicole, you're incredible. Thank you so much. So I know I didn't highlight you a long time, but you guys are amazing. And I'm actually mad at you for both not including me on that deal. I'm really mad. So we have to kick you off of here. So Monica, you are including me on a deal and so is Bobby. So let's go to you guys as partners. Bobby's got a little kid in the background, so don't mind the chirping in the background. That's what we love about our communities. We're family oriented. Vance, what's up, homeboy? How you doing?
I'm great, man.
You guys just got back from the park. Are you guys still feeling good about that awesome park that you're closing on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spent the whole weekend there learning everything there is to learn about how to manage that park. And I don't know what kind of sleep Bobby's running on, because this time yesterday we were grinding. And I think he had to split about 2 a.m. this morning. So I don't know. Bobby, have you gotten any sleep at all? Maybe on the plane?
Yeah, I got a couple hours on the plane.
As a parent, right? That's what you like survive on. Bobby, now Bobby, Monica, my understanding is you and I are partnering on 2 parks. We have one in Texas. We have one in California. Where did the one in Texas come from? Was that also somebody?
That came from a bird dog. Kimberly's are known.
Okay, so we had another person in the community brought that opportunity.
Yes.
They didn't actually bird dog, from my understanding, is they actually were orbiting. They brought a lead to you. You guys closed that deal. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so again, these guys are literally setting appointments. Bobby, Monica, and your team are negotiating, contracting, and buying these deals, raising the money. I'm lucky enough to be partners on both of those, the Texas one and the California one. When's the California one close?
Tomorrow or Wednesday.
No.
Most likely Wednesday.
Yeah.
Why not tomorrow, Bobby? I'm really upset about this. Why not tomorrow? You can't.
Title needs to look at the docs, needs 2 days. So they have
Insurance,
everything now.
Yeah, insurance is binded to Wednesday too. So
okay, I love it. And so what about our Texas park? Did we get that last thing signed, or are we still working on it?
We're a little nervous because it's going to probably close like next week. Yes, we finally got the sign off, and now we just have to get we got the release for the first right of refusal. We finally got an email on Friday, so we're going to be like this week close this park and next week close that park. So it's great.
Will you grab Vance real fast? I want to ask Vance a question before I kick both of you guys off here.
I already gave him half of him.
And I want to say something too.
Dogs down. What's up,
Vance? Are you proud of this girl? She met me in my basement, just setting appointments for me on single family houses. And then here we are, I don't know, a year and a half later, we're now buying 2 parks together. I know you guys have done other deals and you've been involved in other things, but are you just so freaking proud of this girl? She's just an action taker like none other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I knew she was right for this community. Absolutely.
We needed her. She's going to create a lot more Monicas, which is really, really cool. Bobby, what were you going to say, brother?
So another one. So we have another one under contract, which we actually have to renegotiate. It's in Iowa.
Are you bragging, or are you trying to get me involved in the deal? What are you trying to do?
Probably get you in that one too.
Yeah, it'd be great, but the financials are kind of a mess, so we have to refinance. But what it came from Jamal Fitz, who's also a bird dog that sent the deal, but now he's orbiting, and he helps us underwrite all these deals that are like coming in. We don't do any outbound; like it's all coming from the community, whether it's Orbit or bird dogs.
Okay, so real fast, why is Bobby highlighting this for everybody? He's highlighting this to help everybody understand why would a leader want to do this for you guys. You've got Monica and Bobby, our partnership, and they come and bring some of their deals to me, which is awesome. And I love working with them and I get to be partners with them. But do you guys understand, if you're a new person about to go orbit, do you understand the value that people like Bobby and Monica, number one, that they bring? And do you also understand the value that you bring and that you keep them off the phones and you keep them out there negotiating? I'll give you a good example. Give me a yes, by the way, in the side chat, 2,400 yeses. Monica and Bobby and I are buying a park, and this park is in Texas. It's near some other parks I own. And there was one freaking document that was almost impossible to get signed. And this team just kept running and running and running and running on it. The person that set the appointment, who was orbiting them, would never have known how to get that document signed and finalized. So having a team and them going out and focusing on the heavy duty stuff while the people that are orbiting go and find another opportunity, it's a collaboration like none other. That is where this team collaboration really benefits both sides. So Bobby, thank you for pointing that out. You guys don't even have to do any outbound calls. You just work with new people in the community. They bring appointments. You guys close those appointments. You don't have to do any outbound calls or anything, correct?
No.
Yeah, no.
Am I going to see you guys next week in San Antonio?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, can we do one quick thing? Can you bring Diane, our bird dog, back up? Because we're a little embarrassed that she said,
I'm mad at her.
She said that she doesn't know, we're a little embarrassed. She said she doesn't know what she's getting for her orbit fee on this one. And we'd like to tell her.
Oh, does anybody want to know what she's getting paid on this orbit fee? And we actually announce it live. Don't give her $1 billion. Hey, don't give her $358,000 like Adam did. That's freaking crazy.
I'll let Bobby tell her.
Okay, Diane, I don't know what the number is. I'm thinking, okay, so I'm going to set the tone here because I think sometimes people that are just doing orbiting, they hear some of the numbers like Chalmers, right? DW or Daryl. I call him DW. DW made $358,000. Not every deal is different, right? They wholesaled that deal. They didn't hold on to the deal. And sometimes you buy a deal that doesn't make money for a couple of months and you got to build the park or you got to do something. There's a lot of work that goes into it. In fact, I've got that deal in Texas. I don't know if you guys saw that, where the orbiter did not tell me that they were the ones that sent it. So I got to go find them. I got 9 months of not making money on that park. Should I pay that orbiter $100,000 for bringing me that deal? No. In fact, I think somebody would be ecstatic for $5,000. Do we all agree? If you set an appointment for me, I close the deal, no matter how big the deal is, you guys would be happy with $5,000 if I brought all of that value to the table. Can I get a yes from the non-entitled people? And the people that are entitled, you guys just go to the Zoom and say, leave right now. You should just leave right now. We don't want you here. Okay. I personally tell people, if you are paying orbiters, it should be a smaller amount because they're not doing all the heavy duty work and they're getting handheld all through the process, which is why people join the community. Is like, I want to anchor into a planet. I want to get all that value. So that being said, how much am I getting paid on this deal?
Bobby, tell him what the value she brought as being.
Bobby, let me unmute you. He had kids behind him.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, because Diane did a lot for this. And she was up late nights with this broker too, and making this happen. So we are giving her 40,000.
What the freak?
Yeah, she's been working with us forever, which shout out to Ingrid, who
I want to hand that check to her. Can I hand that check to her?
Yeah.
Can we make it, hold on, we need to make it $38,500 and then give her an iPhone for the rest. Like, are you kidding me? You're giving her 40 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we baked it into the acquisition fee in the beginning. And that's part of our structure of just what it means to, I mean, Diane just goes out and she's
take
building
care of your
relationships.
people.
Yeah. She's building those relationships with brokers across the country, and she's doing an amazing job at it. So she's been working since last year when Ingrid introduced Diane to me, and we've been working with her since.
I got to come up with some sort of rhyme about Diane, like, gosh damn Diane. I don't know, something like
Thank you.
40K Diane.
Of course.
Thank you.
But look if you're a newbie and you're trying to orbit, and the more that you get into this, and Diane, do you have a real estate background?
No.
Were you in the insurance industry, Diane?
Yes.
Yes. So Diane is not from the real estate industry. She just saw Pace, saw this, and got in the community, and that's where it starts. So that's where it started for me, in his basement, making calls, and I got addicted to it. But now I don't
shout out to Bobby too, in a big way. Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby's one of you give me chills just thinking about what you bring to this community, Bobby. Like, I'm just so proud of you as a brother. You are very similar to Benjamin Huang and Adam Curry and Lizeth and Monica. You just bring value even when you're not asked to. You have generated more leads for this community in all of our challenges over the last couple of years than I could ever hope for, bro. Like, I love you. I appreciate you. You are impacting lives and other children that are not even your children. Like, you are doing God's work, bro. You're the man. Monica, you bring an energy and a positivity that is hard to duplicate. I am so proud of you. We love you too. And Vance, you keep everybody looking really good. I don't know what Vance does besides look good and support. Just kidding. I know what Vance does. He's a badass. Diane?
Yes.
Are you good with 38,500 and an iPhone?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, okay. Just kidding. We'll give you 40,000 and an iPhone. Okay. Bobby, that's incredible. Monica, that is so incredible. Can you guys in the side chat say thank you for watching this just happen? Like, I was not expecting 40K.
I wasn't either.
Okay. But I'm going to tell you what this does. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what this does. Diane, you're going to be really popular in this community. And the reason why is because you're going to help us with a lot of the new orbiters. And so a lot of other leaders are going to go, Diane, you want to find deals for me? And Diane's going to go, I love working with Bobby and Monica. They're my main people. And so Monica and Bobby understand how to take care of people to create future loyalty so that you guys can continue to do more deals together. So proud of all of you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Pace.
Give me a big hug in San Antonio when you see me, please. Gosh, dang it. Diane, you might be getting $40,000, but my friend, you look like $1 million. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
So freaking awesome. Bobby, once again, I love you. I'm so proud of you, brother. Thank you so much for all you do.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. We got Adam Curry. Let me bring Adam Curry up here. He's been dealing with juggling kids. I think your wife left you to all the kids. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think she's going to the spa tomorrow, and I'm going to be. We have a remote learning day tomorrow, so I'll be wrangling the oldest one tomorrow.
Adam, I just want to say, dude, like I'm so grateful for people like you that join this community, because you had tremendous amount of experience before you joined SubTo, and you were doing deals before SubTo, running a brokerage, just being an awesome badass. And guys like you join the community to basically collaborate and elevate other people. And I'm just so grateful to be your friend. Thank you for all you do, and being a planet that other people can feel your gravitational force.
Yep, absolutely. We told this story a while ago about that deal. Like, it was wild to think back at like what part of the deal the SubTo community didn't take care of. Like, Daryl found the deal, and I think that's a really good point also to talk about. Like, I've never actually wholesale deal. We double closed that one. Still have double closed 2 in my life. Daryl was sending mail, calling people. He found that seller. He posted to the SubTo group. 20 people like, yeah, let me help you analyze that deal. I don't know why he picked me, but he did. We hit it off. He's like, the seller just will not let me break through because I don't have proof of funds or a schedule of real estate. I was like, well, I got that. I talked to
Pause for a second on that. How
Yeah.
many people feel like that's what you need? You need somebody like Adam Curry that will bring the value to you and go, I got the proof of funds, I got the credibility. This is what the planets in our community bring to the table. When I talk about gravitational force,
Yep.
this is what Adam brought to that table, is to break through that seller and have that conversation. Keep going, Adam.
So yeah, and then the contract, SubTo, use that. We like I'm a buyer. Like I said, I've never wholesale deal. I've double closed 2 in my life. Other than that, we buy stuff, fix it up, sell it sometimes, most of the time keep it. And that's what we went into that deal intending to do. So the structure with Daryl would have probably been a lot different had we went down that path. But after I booked the flight, he's like, Adam, he's like, I got 3 people that I've kind of hinted at that I have a big deal. He's like, do you want to try to double close this? I was like, I'm excited about the deal. It's like, it's got to be a crazy number. And he talks to somebody else that's, I think like a broker or an appraiser. And he mentioned he had it under contract. And they said, what do you have it under contract for? And the guy said, was it like 2 million? And we had it under contract for $1,050,000. So I was like, no idea. Like, Marion, Arkansas, couldn't find it on a map. Don't know what part of Arkansas it is. And I'm like, wow, maybe we should throw a crazy number out there. We'll do our due diligence and inspection just like normal. We did. And the 3 buyers came with us. 2 were interested. 1 called us while we were driving to the airport. And he said, I think we told him 1.85 million, or we were just going to take the deal down, fix it up, put long-term debt on it, and own it. That's like what we do. That's what I do. And he's like, would I insult you if we gave you an offer for 1.8 million? And I was, Daryl and I used to play professional poker. Daryl's like the coolest dude ever. Like, he's in the truck, just no emotion, nothing. And we're like, let us call you back. And, about 2 days later, we had contracts and transaction coordinators from the community, transactional funding, because I've never done a double close. We had to bring $1,050,000 to the deal.
Guys, like, think about what Adam's saying. He got the connection with Daryl in the community. He got the transactional funding in the community, the transaction coordinator in the community. He got all of the things that he needed, plus the stuff he brought to the table. Like, when we talk about community, this is what we mean. We don't mean like a couple of homies. We mean a full-blown economy. You need something, somebody has it, and everybody jumps on it, collaborates with each other, and does it with an open heart, which is awesome. Everybody got paid on the deal, and DW and Adam both made $358,000. Insane.
Yeah, crazy. I've been a part of like 200 multifamily transactions, and there's bigger deals that haven't been sold yet, but like in that quick, and all the ones I've seen, I've never seen anything like that. It was wild to be a part of. And I've never bought outside of,
finest.
I've never bought outside of Southwest Ohio either. So we were first time in a new state. It was crazy.
So freaking cool. Adam, thank you so much, bro, for being a leader in this community. I look forward to seeing you in San Antonio. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Benjamin Huang, my man. The man who's going to buy up more laundromats than anybody else on the planet. The man who's building a laundromat club. We're so proud of you, dude. Thank you so much also for giving equity to that newer member. That's such a gangster thing to do. Thank you for doing that. Proud of you.
I appreciate the community so much that I have to grow this with the community member. So just for the fact that we get to live in this community, this is just everything I can ask for.
Freaking proud of you, brother. Adam Curry did 700 and something $1,000, which is a big transaction, but I see you going up and gobbling up these big old laundromats. That one in Orem was really, really cool. You guys have, is that your biggest deal you guys have closed so far?
We are working on a much bigger one. That's a 7-store portfolio that we presented as Squad Up. And back to that time, we thought we would need like 6 million, but just today we got a even better structure that probably need less than 20% of the fund. So
wow,
fully creative.
And where are you getting a lot of your private money? You're getting a lot of private money from our community. Is that correct?
Community, 100% for sure.
And guys, so think about this. This is why leaders in our community do what they do, right? They get paid, they get compensated, they buy deals, they get to collaborate with other people. Benjamin can find opportunities from other people and focus on operating the business because him and Colin are growing a massive laundromat portfolio. Benjamin's a smart dude, right? Went to Harvard, way smarter than me. And he's going out and rolling up all these laundromats, rebranding them to, is it Star Laundry?
Star Laundry Club.
Star Laundry Club.
Yeah.
And I've been to 3 of them. I went to one in Boston, went one in Massachusetts, and one in Orem.
Yes.
And you guys are about to buy 7 freaking more. Slow down, dude. Nobody else is going to be able to own a laundromat.
We are going to draw up a new model to have the community be able to own laundromat as well. And we're also coming to structure deals in a way that the community member can wedge themselves into the ownership.
I love it, brother. So proud of you. And I love watching you for the last couple of years leading and helping a lot of people. Thank you for all you do. Give Benjamin Wong a bunch of love, everybody. Tell Benjamin Wong he's not only handsome, he's not only smart, but he's also rich, guys. The guy is freaking rich, okay? And Benjamin, you guys are raising capital for those 7 deals. If you guys are in the SubTo community, reach out to Benjamin Wong, please. Lizeth, I actually don't know anything about your deal. I think this is a deal that's under contract. And you've not closed this deal. I think it's a 0% seller finance deal. You have somebody that was orbiting you, brought you an opportunity. You negotiated the deal, you contracted the deal, and you're buying the deal. Is that correct? Can you tell me about it?
Yes, definitely. First of all, thank you though for doing this because I still remember when I was a newbie and I wish we have these programs. I had a lot of help, of course, from the community, right? But every year, the community is better and better and better. So no excuses, even if you're new to this.
How many people feel like your accent is holding you back, by the way? Can you guys give me a yes if you feel like your accent is going to hold you back? By the way, we love Lizeth's accent. But when you hear Benjamin or when you hear Lizeth, does it give you like, oh, anybody can do this? And
oh, yeah.
Lizeth, the deal that you're closing, I imagine you closed the seller with English, not with Spanish. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. English, definitely. So it's great, though, because actually this person find out that my buy box, right, where we buy in North Carolina, I'm local investor here in North Carolina. And then he just gave me basic information and gave me the key words, right? Oh, they're open to seller finance. And that was literally what got me to start calling the realtor. I think it's super important to learn to listen. And I think that's something that I learned from you, from the very beginning, is to find the bunnies and believe that we are bringing a different kind of solution to them. We're not just there for the profit, for the money, for another deal, right? So that was literally what made the difference. First time this realtor is making this kind of deal, seller finance. And I don't know, I think he has like 25 years of experience in the real estate field, but it's the first seller finance. So it was not, I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, at one moment they're gonna say no, to anything that we're asking. But it was literally, we didn't really argue the purchase price. We agreed to the ask pricing that they were asking. And then the down payment was the kind of like the objection that we needed to overcome because they wanted 20%. And that was not like a deal for us, right? We were like, no, we can't bring the 20%. But then they also wanted monthly payments, right? And so we negotiated in a way that we agreed to the amount of the monthly payments, but the seller is letting us take the deal at zero interest, 000. We're not paying anything in interest. So every monthly, the 1,900 that we're gonna pay.
Give this girl a
gonna
zero
be-
in the side chat. Put 0 in the side chat for her. She got a 0% seller finance. What's cool about that, Lizeth, is that the seller is highly experienced in real estate investing and still gave you 0% principal only payments.
Yeah. So every time we are paying the monthly, pretty much we're gonna be, earning equity, right? So which makes that a killer deal for us. And then it's in one of the hardest market here in North Carolina, Chapel Hill. So houses get to appreciate more than the typical, the other areas. And it's only 2 miles away from the major, university. So we're very excited because not only that, but we got to negotiate the 20%. So now we're coming only with 10% down payment. And for 6 years balloon and with 2 more years of extension.
Look at you.
So
You speak how many languages do you speak?
Actually 3. So
tell us the 3.
I speak Spanish, of course. I'm from Ecuador, actually. I speak English, a little bit of Italian, and then well, it used to be a dialect in my country, but now it's a language, an official language. It's called Quechua. So I do speak Quechua as well.
Okay, so you speak technically
Or
five
kind of.
languages. You speak English, Spanish, Italian, the special dialect, and then you speak creative finance language.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right.
Bro, what the freak? You're multi-language. Creative finance, 0% seller finance, 10% down payment, 6-year balloon, principal only deal. So proud of you. And this came from somebody setting an appointment, and basically all they had to do is get the seller to say, yes, I'm open to creative finance, and setting an appointment for you.
Yeah, definitely. Because that is the key, right? You want to know that they're open to listen to what we have to say. So, and also it was being very flexible because we couldn't be greedy and think about like, oh, this is going to cost us this much when we already saw the value of getting this zero interest. And then on top of that, we're not bringing any money, the 120 that we need for everything, because we're going to convert this 3-3 into like 8 bedrooms, 7 to 8 bedrooms. So it's going to be cash flowing like around 3,000 after all expenses. So around like 7,000 revenue every month. And then after that,
are you raising money from people inside the community or no?
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the things that I started to do before acquire my own properties. I love raising capital, bringing people on board when they can, put their money that is sitting in the bank on all these IRA accounts to work for them. So because I'm a mom, a stay-at-home mom, I do this while raising a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and running other 2 businesses. And if it wasn't for the community, I don't know how I would do it, but I'm here. So
guys,
yeah,
give Lizeth a bunch of love in the side chat. Give her another big 0 in the side chat. Lizeth, we love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you in San Antonio, I hope.
Yeah, definitely. So if
And
somebody
by the way, this is her first deal. She's closed at 0% seller finance. So give her a ton of love in the side chat. Here's what's cool. A couple of things. Okay. She gets the lead from somebody inside the community. She learns creative finance inside the community. She raises all the money for the down payment inside of the community. Boom. This is why we love working with each other. We are not a coaching course. We're not a mentorship. Everybody in our community has the ability to be a mentor at some degree. There's no way we can take over the entire industry by having one mentor. Who wants one mentor? I want thousands. So that is what's so cool. So let's give it up for the leaders in the side chat. Please just say thank you to the leaders that are all going to be participating in the orbit. We also have about 400 other planets that are all in Owners Club that will be participating as planets. Give them a big thank you for stepping up and leading this community. They're all over the globe, all 50 states plus 29 other countries. We have Owners Club members that will help you guys out in the orbit program. Adam is going to be helping out. Lizeth is going to be helping out. Benjamin, Kelly, and Nicole. We love these girls. Bobby and Monica. So how many people want a planet to orbit? Give me a me in the side chat if you want a planet to orbit. we have a challenge coming up in the next couple of weeks. Okay. Now the reason why we're starting in a couple of weeks is because I'm moving to San Antonio for a week to help a girl named Jennifer Lindsay, who has multiple sclerosis build a portfolio. I'm helping write a book about this. And so the challenge is going to start when I get back home. All right. So the All Abilities Challenge, and I want to introduce this to you because it is a special story of how this challenge came about. There's a gentleman named Alex. Okay. The gentleman in the middle, his name is Alex. Alex has several disabilities. Not only is he, let's see, the word I've learned a new word in the last couple of weeks, is neurodivergent. He is heavy on the spectrum for a long time. I've known him and his family for a very long time. And his mom reached out to me. Her name is Angelique. And Angelique reached out to me and said, is there anything you can do to help my son? I need to find a place for him. He's 34 years old, and I need to find a place for him to provide value. And I said to her, I am so busy, but I'll look at it. This is about a year ago. And I said, she came back about a year later and she said, Pace, like really, I need help with my son. And I said, Angelique, I spend all my time with the SubTo community and helping them get deals and buying deals with them. Like, I just don't have the time. I'm so sorry. Like, tell them to watch the YouTube channel. And next thing you know, she has Alex join SubTo. So she then texts me and says, now will you help Alex? I'm like, well, I don't do one-on-ones. Like, that's the thing, is I don't do one-on-ones. I run a community of people, and I do these challenges to encourage people to work with each other, and I build leadership, and I train, and I do these things, and I get to participate in the deals. And so I stopped and I thought, and I said, what's a way that I could help Alex get his first deal in the SubTo community in a way that I could also benefit a lot of other people? And so I came up with something called the All Ability Challenge. Meaning that if Alex, who's neurodivergent, right, for a long time couldn't even drive, that's how heavy on the spectrum he is. He has autism, and he can't hear loud noises, and he can't be in crowded places. He has a lot of disabilities. Even his fingers are in a place where he's basically disabled with his hands. Like, his arthritis is so severe. And I said, you know what? If I can prove that Alex can do this by setting appointments, somebody who is on the spectrum, I think that it would encourage a lot of other people. And I'm not going to just prove it to people. I'm going to show them manually through a challenge. So the All Abilities Challenge starts on May 18th, and it's going to be 1 hour a day for 30 days straight. So let me tell you what that means. We are going to have Alex, okay? Alex, somebody who has autism. I learned you don't say they're autistic, you say they have autism, and is heavily neurodivergent. I'm neurotypical, he's neurodivergent, which means that he learns differently and he has disabilities. He has all sorts of different abilities, okay? What we are going to be doing with Alex in the SubTo community is step number 1, we are going to take all of the planets. Please pay attention. This is where people say to me, they go, can you please tell me the instructions? I'm telling you the instructions right now. I'm just going to say it so fast, and I'm going to write it down that you're not aware that I'm teaching it. Please be aware I'm teaching you what the steps are. Please, for the love of God. Please, he wants to pray to God tonight and to go, hey, please don't make Pace repeat himself 17 times. I'm just going to say it one time. We're going to go through it, and then I want to get to some Q&A, okay? So what we're doing is step number 1, we are going to introduce people in the SubTo community to the planets, okay? People that are the higher level members inside of our community. We will pair you up. It's going to be usually, I think typically it's going to be 3 to 5 SubTo members. We'll be setting appointments for the planets, and they will be signing a JV agreement to orbit these planets. The reason being is these planets, these leaders can handle a lot more appointments than one person can set. So we're going to pair 5 people up with 1 planet. Can I get a yes that I've explained to you guys what step number 1 is? And I'll tell you how to do this in a little bit, but I want to make sure step number 1 in this challenge, starting on May 18th, on day 1 of May 18th, we will pair you up, you orbiters, with planets. That would be step number 1. Can I get a yes? We understand that. May 18th, 30 days straight, for 45 minutes a day, on average, we're going to make sure that you have a planet to work with in this community, okay? And for people that are not in the community, I will give you guys some steps as well. Okay. All right. So the planets and SubTo members, and if you're in Gator, top tier TC, 0 down, please pay attention. I have our next couple of challenges for you guys coming up as well. Step number 2, we are going to give you training on exactly how to do orbiting, more in-depth training with me and my team on how to set appointments, how to get the JV agreement signed with your leaders or with your planets. And we are going to then step number 3, daily. This is a big deal. This is where Alex comes in. Every single day, Alex is going to be live with us for an hour and a half. Alex will be taking action every day and making messy action. Do you think that Alex, who is neurodivergent, is going to be perfect on the phone? Yes or no? Give me a yes or a no in the side chat. I also have never seen Alex set appointments. I have not trained Alex on setting appointments. I have not done any training with Alex yet. Alex will get the same training that you will in the mornings. Actually, we're going to do the training in the afternoon. So when people are off work, and we're going to be running these on Saturdays and Sundays. So 30 days straight. So even people that have a Monday through Friday job will be able to participate and catch up on Saturday, Sunday. People that work weekends or nights, we're going to make sure that these trainings are done at times that all of you can participate. And in these trainings, we will have Alex doing literally nothing but setting appointments and tracking his action every day. How many people feel like that is exactly what you need? And if you had 30 days of being in a live scenario, you could watch and see somebody else taking massive, messy action for other leaders in the community. You could literally never tell me ever again, you need more help than that. You've been paired up with a planet. You are setting appointments for your own planet and simultaneously being able to watch Alex, who has no experience, has not been trained on doing this at all, is neurodivergent. The man couldn't even drive until he was 31 years old. If you need more than 30 days of an hour of watching this man setting appointments and having my team run these Zooms on a daily basis, is there anything more I could do for you in my life besides move into your house, make your toast for you in the morning, pour your milk for you, put your pants on for you, and do the work for you? Is there literally anything else I could do? And I really want this answer because I'm getting to a point where I'm going to retire from real estate in the next couple of years. And I want to leave my mark on the industry that if anybody ever says, where do I start? And I go, did you ever watch the challenge I did called the Orbit or the All Abilities Challenge? Oh, you haven't. Go watch the All Abilities Challenge. And if you watch the All Abilities Challenge and you get paired up with a leader in our community and you still can't do a deal, you should leave the industry. There is literally no other way that is going to be easier than what I'm setting up right now. Do we all agree? Somebody says, who's going to take your place? The community. We have leaders in the community that are going to take my place. I will be fully retired in probably 7 to 10 years, and you will never see me ever again. I will probably die of a heart attack because people ask the same question 100,000 times. I will probably finally just kill over dead answering a question of what's a bird dog. Okay, so that's step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, so, and by the way, I will get to Q&A, so please relax. Okay, please relax. So step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, I've already gone through it. If you showed up late, please go back and watch the recording. We will have daily action. Okay, this is Monday through Friday. We will be doing daily action. And then Saturday and Sunday, we will be doing Q&A and help. So when somebody says, I need a little bit more help, or hey, my leader got sick, can you give me a new planet? Will we be okay if one of the planets that I'm orbiting or you're orbiting, I'm going to pair you up. Okay, I'm going to pair you up with a planet. If that planet gets sick, are we going to blame that planet for volunteering and being part of a challenge that you didn't have to pay for? Are we going to blame them? Or are we going to say, hey, I need another planet. My other planet's a little bit sick. Can I get another planet? Okay, so we're going to be doing that kind of stuff on Saturdays and Sundays. And we're going to do that for an entire month straight. Can I get a thank you in the side chat? I've been working on this for like 2 months straight. Can I get just a little thank you for the people that are just like, holy moly, I can't believe you spent 6 years of your life putting a community together and highlighting other leaders and training people how to be leaders. And you did all of this. You could have just sold a course. You could have just sold a mentorship. But what you did was actually build a full-blown economy where everybody makes money together. It's the most insane thing that's ever been done in real estate. And I'm not even bragging or like blowing it out of proportion. It is bigger than what I can even explain. If you need more than this, I don't know what to tell you. There's literally nothing more I can do besides just fly to your house and do the work for you. Okay. So please, when we are working with our leaders, the planets, the people that are leading and we're orbiting, we make sure we have an attitude of gratitude all the time. Okay, cool. So those are our first couple of steps. This starts on May 18th. The way for you to get into this challenge, okay? Here's the way for you to get into this challenge. If you are in SubTo, okay? If you are in SubTo, we're going to be putting a link in the featured section in our Facebook group, and I'll be doing that in the next 30, 40 minutes. In fact, Saravi, if you're watching this, Saravi, can you go put the link in the featured section in the Facebook group? I'll show you guys how to get there, okay? So check this out. When you guys go to SubTo Facebook group, if you are in SubTo already, this is the only thing you have to do, okay? We're going to go to the featured section. See this little button right here says featured. You're going to click on featured. And Saravi is going to come in here and she's going to put a link in the featured section for you to join and sign up for this challenge. SubTo community. This challenge is a bonus. It's going to require multiple people from my team. This is not a requirement from my side. You also can choose not to participate in this. It will cost you nothing. No software subscriptions, no upsells, no downsells, no, hey, oh yeah, there's this one thing you got to buy. It's $18. Literally nothing. It is completely free. I will also be doing 4 different challenges based on different strategies in SubTo over the next 12 months. I'll get to the calendar in a couple of minutes. So Gator, Top Tier TC, Zero Down, you guys can see your calendar a little bit. Okay. But I want to tell everybody something really cool. Okay. For the people, this is for my leaders. Okay. For my planets, I'm going to reward you guys with something really, really cool. And by the way, for the people that are not in SubTo, whether you're in Gator, you're not in the community, if you guys want to join in on this challenge, let me give you guys a quick link in the side chat. If you guys want to join in on this challenge, you can apply to be in the challenge. I'll just say that. Let me see if I got a link for this. I think my team gave me a link to do. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. Cool. We have a cool domain. Okay. iwanttolaunch.com. Okay. If you guys are not in the community, go to iwanttolaunch.com. If you guys want to be in the Orbit program, you'll have to apply. Okay? If you're not in the community, if you are in SubTo, go to the featured section of the Facebook group. The link will be there in the next 30 minutes and you can join. We are going to start on May 18th. Now, I want to show you a reward for the leaders. Okay. If I am not in the community, I'm going to say this one last time before I go to the reward. iwanttolaunch.com. It's in the side chat. Carly will throw it in there a bunch of times. If you're not in the community, you want to apply to be in this challenge where you get paired up with the planet. You work with us for 30 days, get your first deal. You do not get this reward if you are an orbiter. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys a couple of rewards here. Okay. Check this out. This is an insane reward that I just built. If I'm a planet, I've got to do a lot of work. Okay. And if I'm orbiting, I do a little bit less work, right? But I'm still working, right? If I'm the orbiter. Your reward of being in this challenge is you will get deals and you will participate just like those new people that we highlighted today are going to participate. I mean, heck yeah, freaking Diane, $40,000. Gosh, dang, that's amazing. So that is your reward. But the reward for the people that are helping lead this, our leaders, our owners club members, the planets that are going to bring that gravitational force. If you guys help these people get their first deal, or heck, their second deal, their fifth deal, their seventh deal. I don't care what deal it is. If you help anybody get a deal in this challenge, I am going to reward you with something that is my favorite thing on the planet, besides my wife and my kids. I'm going to be rewarding you guys with something called Community Camp. Something that we turned off a couple of years ago because it grew so big that I had to shut it off because the Attorney General of Montana shut it down. I'm not joking. It was so big. I had 1,000 people at my house. The Attorney General sent me a $37,000 fine for having 1,000 people at my home. And I want to show you guys what that is. Okay. So again, if you're not in the community, you're not in SubTo, iwanttolaunch.com if you guys want to apply to get in that. If you are in SubTo already, then you go to the featured section in the Facebook group in the next 30 minutes. That link will be there for you to sign up right now for this challenge. For Gators, top tier TC, 0 down, people in the community, but you're in a different wing. Hang with me for like 20 more minutes. I'm going to show you the whole calendar for the rest of the year and show you what other challenges we have coming up. And this reward holds true for all of the next 12 challenges. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If you're an orbiter, okay, the person that is getting the deal, your reward is making money on the deal. Can I get a yes? We understand that's your reward, because I already know this is the question that's going to pop up. Give me a yes that your reward of getting a deal is getting the deal. Give me a yes. Okay. And the person also that's doing a lot more work, for me to attract more of our leaders to show up and do this, of course, they're going to make money, right? They're going to do the deal. They're going to buy deals and they're going to get value from this, of course. But I want to give them something above and beyond that. We are giving out our most prestigious award called the Midas Touch Award, which means that when you help someone else, they turn to gold. Okay. The Midas Touch Award, and we will be giving that Midas Touch Award to you at Community Camp. I want to show you guys a quick video of what Community Camp is. And this Community Camp is free. There is no ticket expense. Okay. Mary says, what's the website again? iwanttolaunch.com. iwanttolaunch.com. Guys, please don't make me say the same thing over and over and over. Do you guys see why I have to repeat myself all the time? I said I want to launch like 85 times. I put it in the side chat like 85 times, and then people say, what's the name of the link? That's why I'm so redundant. I apologize for the people that pay attention. For the people that don't, I have to say the same thing 12 times or else people don't hear it for the first time. Okay. Community Camp, which is what I'm going to highlight to you and show you right now, is something that is so special to me. It's my favorite event of the year. We got in trouble. Okay. We got in trouble for running it. And I figured out how to now run it again. So we are going to run it. And for the people that help out with this challenge and help other people get a deal, of course, they're going to make money, right? That's the value of being a planet. You make money by deals. You also get the prestige of being a leader in the community. That's a big deal, right? You get to have more people bring you opportunities. More private money lenders are going to bring you opportunities. This is why people are in the Owners Club, the high-level leadership in our community. But also, I want to hang out with the highest level people once a year at my home in Montana, where we hike, we fish, you bring your wife, you bring your kids, we go on the lake, we do all sorts of fun family activities, and I cover the expenses of the food, the venue, the speakers. I cover all of those expenses, and there's no ticket costs whatsoever. It's a way to reward you guys for being leaders in this community. And I want to highlight you guys, but more importantly, reward you with something really, really cool. And it is by far the most incredible thing that we ever did. So I want to show you guys a quick little video. It's 1 minute and 46 seconds of what Community Camp actually is.
This is something really, really special.
And the entire community vibe has been that of love, kindness, abundance.
To bring together a group of leaders and invite a group of people that are all trying to live in an intention of really making an impact in the world. You could see that you strategically brought together people that had a very common vision of community, helping people, growing and developing, doing big things. And so the buildup of this was bringing a group of people together that really were already in the same alignment of doing wonderful, great things in the world.
I never feel like I'm ever working.
I feel like all I'm doing is hanging out with my friends. We're accomplishing cool things. We're doing things we've never done before. And so I said, let's do something to reward the largest givers in our collective community. And let's call this community camp. And Jerry's like, I'm all about it. Let's use my house. And by the way, it went viral. Community camp went viral.
Crazy.
We created so much. I feel bad for all the people that weren't here. We created so much FOMO of like, look at what these guys are doing. Look how much fun they're having. And I'm not there.
All right, so that is Community Camp 2027. We're going to be doing this in July of next year. And so that gives you guys a full year to help other people in this community. But I'm going to be doing 12 challenges over the next 12 months to help encourage people, leaders working with newbies, to help them get not just their second, their third, their 10th, whatever deal, but we want to take our community from doing $25 billion a year in transactions. I want to double that. I want to see what we can do. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Hey, Christian, brother, you don't need to put the whole chat in the side chat. Please don't take up the whole side chat with your copy and paste stuff. Please, Christian, don't do that. We're going to be bringing in the only people that can go to community camp have done one thing. And what is that one thing? Say it in the side chat. What is the one thing that they have done to get to community camp? Help someone else get a deal. And I would say a good 40 to 50% of the transactions that happen on a daily basis are OGs, or I just call them leaders, are helping a newbie get their first deal. This is a real community, and we want to reward them. We're going to be bringing in, like when the first community camp we ever did, I brought in Brandon Turner. I brought in Jim Caviezel from Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. A-list actor. We had him come out, speak about all sorts of cool things. We brought out a bunch of amazing speakers, but the biggest thing was just getting on the lake, going fishing, going to my RV park, meeting my managers, going and actually hanging out with each other. But now what's cool about Community Camp 2024, the first one we ever did, the people that went there partnered up with each other, and I'm still buying deals with those people. Imagine an event where it's only people, 1,000 people, that helped other people get a deal. It is cool to go to Montana. It's cool to be able to bring your wife and your kids and go and converge and go to the rodeo and do all sorts of cool things. But what's really cool is being part of it where only people that are allowed to be there helped somebody else get a deal. So you already know the filter for being there is other giving attitudes. What do you think will happen during that 3-day event up at my house in Montana? How many people feel like they need to be at community camp next year? Now, why am I doing so many challenges over the next 12 months for the private community only? The reason being is because you see Robin, you see some other people that they got their first deal, and then within 3 months, they were helping somebody else get their first deal. So I want to help even the newbies go from this challenge, which is the All Abilities Challenge starting on May 18th, that within 3 or 4 months, I do another SubTo challenge. We then have you have the ability to get a ticket to community camp because now you are helping somebody else get their first deal. Are you catching the vision of what we're going to be doing over the next 12 months in our private community? Can I get a yes? Okay. This is how we build community. This is how we build an economy. So again, if you are in SubTo, go to the feature tab in the Facebook group. Here's the homework. There is a sign-up form for SubTo. Okay. People that are in SubTo, you don't have to do anything except for go to the sign-up form and follow the instructions. For people not in SubTo and you want to be part of the All Abilities Challenge with Alex and us pairing up with planets, go to iwanttolaunch.com and apply to be a part of this. Okay. iwanttolaunch.com. Now let's talk about the rest of our community. This is our hive, right? This is a glimpse of what our community looks like. We've got SubTo, Gator, Top Tier TC, Zero Down, Astro Flipping, and people that have joined through bird dogging. Then you have Owners Club, the planet in which everybody is orbiting. Okay. Owners Club are the people that hang out with me. You heard me reference San Antonio multiple times, like, hey, you're going to see me in San Antonio. I spend 3 weekends a year with these people. I do the majority of my deals with them. I fund their deals, help them with their transactions. We partner on businesses together. These are the people that are leading these challenges with me. I can't do this all on my own. I built an economy where you can go with Adam Curry and Monica and Bobby, and you can go with Lizette, and you can go with 700 other people are going to be participating in these challenges on a leadership level so that you don't have to be bottleneck going, I'm trying to do a deal with pace. Does everybody understand that? Can I get a yes? And these 700 leaders are not just all over the United States. They're in 29 other countries. And so you're not limited on who you work with. And we're going to pair you up with these leaders in all of these challenges going throughout the rest of the year. Okay. Can I get a yes? We understand this. So even if you're in Zero Down, you're in Top Tier TC, you're in Gator, I am going to love on you so hard this year. You're going to wonder why your mom didn't love you as much as I did. Okay. And you're going to text your mom and you're going to be like, Mom, what's up, dude? This dude Pace, I just met him. I joined his community. He showed me more love on a bonus level than my own freaking parents did. Okay, it's a joke. Your mom loves you more than I love you. But I'm going to show you that I love you over the next 12 months. And we're going to amplify and do more challenges that we've ever done in our life. Now, I'm not going to be calling these challenges, something to write down. You can call them challenges. That's cool. But we are going to call them sprints. And the reason we're calling these sprints is because we're doing them for 30 days, but we're only doing the action taking for 45 minutes a day because we have people with jobs, busy parents. We want to prove to everybody in every part of our community that you can do a deal in less than 45 minutes a day. And we're going to create multiple different challenges. The first challenge is Orbit. Am I going to do the Orbit challenge again over the next 12 months? I don't want to get bored with orbiting. I have 12 other challenges with different strategies that we will be bringing over the next 12 months to keep it not boring for me. Do you understand this? Okay. So when you go, well, what about Orbit? I missed Orbit last month. Orbit is over. After I do Orbit after May, we're not coming back to Orbit. You can go watch the pre-recordings of the Orbit and follow the Orbit program in the future. I will be moving on to the next challenge with a different strategy. Do we understand? Can I get a yes? You understand I'm not doing the Orbit training every 30 days. We're doing 12 different strategies, 12 different aspects of this business. And we're going to start elevating the challenge level so we can elevate the entire community. We're going to start with Orbit. So if you feel like you need to start at the ground level, like you need to be at the lowest level, like I need that. I need to be paired up with a leader and just set appointments, then Orbit is for you. Okay. Do not miss out on it. If you guys are in SubTo, make sure you go to the featured section, sign up because we are going to help hundreds of people get deals. You know what's my favorite challenge I ever did was in 2023. I did a challenge called the 17-minute challenge, and we helped 300 people in SubTo get their first deal in 17 minutes a day in December of 2023, in the slowest month of the year. So here's what we got in May, my friends. Okay. May is the Orbit training. Okay. May is the Orbit training. We are calling this the All Ability Challenge. I would have called this the Orbit Challenge, but then Alex got introduced and you're going to meet Alex. And Alex is disabled and Alex is neurodivergent and Alex has all these challenges. And so I said, anybody can do this. If Alex can do it, why don't we call it the All Abilities Challenge? Do you feel like that will help you with watching Alex every single day? Somebody who doesn't have the experience, the training, somebody that's watching, you're watching him make the calls every day, and you have somebody on my team training every single day and holding him accountable and holding you accountable as well. Okay. If you are in SubTo, go to the featured section. If you're not in SubTo and you want to be part of Orbit, then go to iwanttolaunch.com. Okay. Cool. Now let's go to the other ones. Okay. Well, wanttolaunch.com is in the side chat. The other trainings that we have coming up. Gator is next in June. We're going to be doing a Gator wrestling sprint for 30 days, where my goal is to help over 500 Gators get a deal. We're going to be doing a training on this in June, just like I did a training on this today. and we will then launch a 30-day sprint with Gator. If I'm in SubTo, I will not be participating in this sprint. I will be letting Gator have the highlight for 30 days while SubTo has the highlight for the first 30 days. Okay. And what's cool about our community is that SubTo finds the deals. Gator funds those deals. Top Tier TC runs the transactions and runs the deals. Okay. Our community collaborates, and it's not three separate communities. It's one cohesive university. It's the creative university, the creative campus. There's just different wings on this university. So we're going to give first 30 days to SubTo in the Orbit training or All Abilities Challenge. You already know the instructions how to get into that. Gator then starts next month for June. We then are going to be doing a Top Tier TC sprint. My goal here is to help another 100 Top Tier TCs get their first deal. This is easy. What I'm actually thinking about doing, I don't need 30 days for this. I probably need 3 days for this, but I'll do it for 30 days. So where are my Top Tier TCs? Say yes in the side chat if you're a Top Tier TC that you're excited. We're going to do our first ever dedicated Top Tier TC sprint. Never been done before. We're going to be loving on you gals and a couple of dudes. Okay. Then in August, check this out. Pay attention. We've never done this before either. We are doing a community-wide sprint. This is SubTo. This is Gator. This is Top Tier TC. This is everybody in the community is going to be doing a joint challenge for the first time we've ever done a joint challenge ever. All 30 members of the community will be invited to this. Okay. And we will be doing this challenge in August. And this will be the largest RV park challenge I have ever ran. We have perfected the process, as you guys can see. Something that you guys should know, if you guys are not in our community, you should know our community nearly owns 10% of the entire RV park industry, our private community. In less than 5 years, our private community will own over 30% of the entire RV park industry. No hedge fund is going to be as large as us. The way we do that and the way we have so much success is we jam together into these challenges, into these sprints. Our leaders, the people in Owners Club, collaborate and help people get their first deals. Okay. Pretty freaking exciting. Anybody feel like this is like the most exciting thing I've talked about in probably like 6 months? Cool. So all of our communities will be doing that in August. Okay. Then in September, we're going back to SubTo. I will be doing a second SubTo challenge with a different strategy, not Orbit, because we've already covered Orbit. Don't make me cover Orbit again, for heaven's sakes. Then we'll go back to Gator, back to Top Tier TC. And then in December, no sprint. Go spend time with your family. We're going to take all of from Thanksgiving all the way through New Year's off. Now, will we be doing our daily Zooms? Yes. Will I be doing my Q&As? Will I be doing all of my fun things? Of course. We'll be hanging out and doing deals with each other. Of course. But that extra layer, that insane layer of the sprints that are coordinated and ran for 30 days straight, where we take a character and we help that character and that character takes action. By the way, I should say this. Every challenge that we do over the next 12 months, we will be choosing a character from the community, and that community member will be taking action every day during these sprints. These are not more trainings. These are not more education. It is literally 45 minutes a day of watching somebody else take messy action while you're taking messy action with your leaders. Can I get a yes? Okay. Somebody just says, hey, I just went to SubTo and I went to the Facebook page and I don't see the link to join. My friends, when did I say the link to join would show up? For the love of God, I want to karate chop you for not following instructions. Okay. Chill out. Okay. If you can, go on Amazon and just buy a chill pill. Okay. I know this is exciting. I know it's exciting and people want to jump in. If you are in SubTo, there is no limitation of spots. There is no limitation of spots. You will not miss out. You have all the way until May 18th to sign up. Trust me, we will make sure everybody in SubTo is taken care of. There is no limitation of spots in SubTo. Understand? For the people outside of SubTo, Somebody says pace breathe. Sadly, I have to like amplify my energy to get people to finally pay attention. Like I got to bring angry dad energy for a minute and people think I'm actually mad. I'm not. I just understand how people need to learn. If you guys want to, we are going to open up 10 spots for people outside of the community. Go to iwanttolaunch.com if you guys want to apply to take one of those spots. Okay. Now, we have never done this either. So please pay attention for the people that are in our zero down community, which is all about buying businesses. We will be doing our first ever zero down sprint, which is buying businesses. This will be in January. So people in zero down, please be excited about this. It's going to be pumped. This is going to be amazing. SubTo, we're already back in February for another challenge. So you already have 3 dedicated challenges, not including the community challenge. So you have a 4th challenge if you're in SubTo. Then in March, I have my new book coming out. So everything will be around that book launch. So sadly, we will not be doing a sprint in March. Okay. Then in April next year, we will be at Squat Up Summit, our community event. So please make sure you guys go to that. We have already sold 1,000 tickets to this. We only have another 1,000 tickets for that. We had to actually stop selling tickets, but Squat Up Summit tickets will go on sale in like October, November. Okay. So in April, we will be dedicated to our Squat Up Summit, no sprint. And then we will be back. Okay. We will be back to doing a May, a June challenge. And those will be both, please pay attention. We will have a May challenge next summer. So that's a year from now to give everybody one last opportunity to get to community camp. We will be doing a joint community challenge in May of next year to launch off the summer and cap off this 12-month sprint. So no matter what part of the community you're in, you are going to be loved on, taken care of. We're going to amplify success. If you are in SubTo, Sarabi says the link is now in SubTo. I'll pull it up for you guys. Let me go pull this up. Let me see if she's telling me the truth. I don't know. I don't know if Sarabi's telling me the truth. She probably is. She's always telling me the truth, but all right, let me see if we can find this. Let's go to SubTo Facebook group. And I'm going to see it right at the top. There it is right there. All Abilities Challenge right here. We already have 18 people commenting on this. Go, there's a link. The way you can find this is just go to featured. If you go to featured in the SubTo Facebook group, you will see this. You can go and sign up for the All Abilities Challenge, where we will walk you through, pair you up with a planet, and get you doing what all of these orbiters have been doing. Is anybody excited about this? Can I get a yes in the side chat? Is anybody pumped up about this? Is this a bonus, or is this like, do I owe this to you? Or is this like, how does this man have the energy to do this? Also, my team is always like, can you please not do so much? Like, this is crazy. We all need a vacation. Like, we'll vacation when we're dead. Okay. Have I shown you how to sign up for this? Have we covered that? Okay. Is Gator getting loved on? Is Top Tier TC getting loved on? Is Zero Down getting loved on? Is Owners Club getting loved on? I'd say the most, because they're going to be the people that are benefiting from all the deal flow and all the money flow. The Owners Club is going to get paid basically to be an Owners Club this year, which is awesome. So everybody feel loved on. Can I get a yes if you feel loved on and appreciated? That there's going to be about, I don't know, I'd probably say there's going to be about 40 or 50 people on my team that have to run these challenges. These challenges obviously don't cost any money, but they cost me a lot of money. Why would I do this? Why would I do this? One, I have a personality trait in my top 34 characteristics called includer. It's number 5. The 5 strongest characteristic in my personality is called includer. I have a hard time not including everybody. I love doing stuff like this. I wake up in the morning thinking, how do I include everybody? How do I help everybody? Okay. But number 2, I actually financially benefit from this. People bring deals to me. I'll buy probably 20 or 30 RV parks, 15 mobile home parks, a couple of multifamily deals. I'll invest in other people's deals. I'll borrow money from people, lend money to people. I'll do so many freaking deals. It's ridiculous. And so the more we do together, the more we earn together. And so the next 12 months, we've never done anything like it. We launched SubTo in 2020. And we've never had so much activity than we'll have from 2026 to 2027. The goal that everybody should have is to get to community camp. And here's why. Not only is community camp free, but your wife or spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your whatever friend, and your kids, they're invited. It's a family-oriented community, and it costs nothing. It will cost me and my team a couple of $100,000 to run that event, but it could be a great vacation for you, but you will only meet other people at community camp that helped other people that year to do a deal, which means everybody there has done deals and everybody there has helped other people do deals. So think about that. If you've never done a deal before, you should make a goal to say, I'm going to do my first deal in the All Abilities Challenge in the next 30 days. Then in the next challenge, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be one of the leaders and I'm going to help one of the new people get their first deal so I can get a ticket to community camp in 2027. Can I get a yes? We're all on the same page. Okay. All right. Very, very cool. All right. Awesome. So if you are in SubTo, there is no application process. You're already in SubTo. If you are not in SubTo and you want to join this All Abilities Challenge, I already told you where to go. iwanttolaunch.com. Okay. I'm going to pause for a minute and I'm going to open up. Carly, can you open it up to Q&A? I'll do a little bit of fun Q&A and see if I can answer some questions about this specifically. Robert Kemp says, I'd love to bring my son to community camp. Heck yeah, we'd love to see him. John Patterson, what do you got, John Patterson? How can I help you today?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. What do you got?
Thanks again for taking my question and helping us all through this process that we've been going through for a long time. A lot of us just dragging our feet or don't really know how or where to enter in.
No problem, John. How can I help you, brother?
The question is, I'm assuming so, but is this going to be virtual for the 30-day challenge?
Yes. It'll be all virtual. Alex will also be virtual, even though Alex lives here in Arizona. He's a family friend. Alex will also be virtual, so everybody will be included. We're going to be doing this challenge kind of mid-afternoon, most of the days, some early mornings to just kind of spread it across the calendar. We're trying to accommodate everybody, which is crazy to even think about. What they say, somebody told me earlier, nobody can ever make everybody happy unless you sell ice cream. And even then people have, dietary restrictions. So I can't make everybody happy in this situation, but we're going to do 30 days straight, Saturdays and Sundays included. And we're going to do most of it mid-afternoon, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, actually more like 2 to 3:30. Why? Because 2 o'clock on the West Coast is 5 o'clock on the East Coast, which means everybody can be included. It's not too late in any time zone. It's not too early in any time zone. And then we'll also do it on Saturdays and Sundays so that when people, maybe their leader gets sick or something happens, they need a little bit of extra help. And it's not just about Alex taking action. Monday through Friday will be Alex taking action. You'll be able to watch Alex take action, be inspired, pair up with people in the side chat for additional help if you need it, but you'll have a different group of communication with your leader. So think about this. I'm going to say this very clearly. You and your planet, your leader that you're being paired up with, will be in a completely different communication channel. You'll be working with them in a completely different communication channel. The Alex Zoom is to hold everybody accountable and to remind everybody every single day. It only takes 45 minutes. And you are going to find somebody who is neurodivergent and a lot of disabilities. He'll tell you when you meet him, he has 6 different disabilities. If he can do it in 45 minutes a day with no training, starting from scratch, being paired up with a leader the same time you get paired up with a leader, there's literally no reason for you not to get a deal in 30 days.
Actually, what's motivating me the most right now is because I've got some of my own issues I'm going through, and
Yep. Welcome to life, my friend. We all got them.
it's rough. But if I join SubTo in this next week, would that put me into?
It's gonna be hard for you. You gotta apply. You gotta go to iwanttolaunch.com. I don't want to turn this into a pitch about joining SubTo. So if you're not in SubTo, just go to iwanttolaunch.com. I want to answer questions specifically about this. And I promise people I would not turn this into a pitch at all. So iwanttolaunch.com, go there. Ronald, my brother. Ronald is actually a leader in this community. He was actually helped by a leader originally in this community. This is perfect. Ronald, I wish I could see your beautiful face, but this is a webinar. Let me give people a little backstory. Ronald was when he joined SubTo, brand new school teacher, came from
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pastor background, and on his first deal, which he made $40,000 on his first deal, knocking doors and selling that deal to a planet, okay? That planet or that leader in the community went and helped Ronald get the deal under contract, negotiate the deal, and they bought the deal from Ronald. Ronald made $40,000, and
Yep.
his salary at the time was $43,000.
Insane.
Good to see you, brother. What do you got for me?
Insane. Man, I'm just jumping on here to say thank you for all you do. And thanks for letting us lead alongside you, pouring into us to get to a place like this. So just saying thank you. I want to give you some
Bro, I
flowers.
love you, dude. I love a guy that takes action, leverages the community, and I love a guy that turns around and immediately, like, I see how much you're trying to help other people right now. I'm just so grateful for you.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week at the Zerda Hero Challenge and in the immersion. So let's do it. Let's help some newbies.
Thank you, brother. And you guys can hear Ronald is in the background with his baby, and he's a busy dad. His first deal he ever did, he did it in literally 45 minutes a day. He would go during his lunch break as an elementary school teacher. He would go knock a dozen doors, come back. The next day at lunch break, go knock a dozen doors. He gets a lead. He doesn't know what to do with a lead. What does he do? He calls a planet from orbiting. He orbited a leader in our community. That leader went through the appointment, did the follow-up with him, did the paperwork, bought the deal. Ronald got paid $40,000, and he's done dozens of deals since then. That was probably a year and a half ago. Super proud of you, brother. Thank you so much for coming on here and saying hi. I also know Heather very well. Heather, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Heather, do you know how to unmute yourself? There you go.
Hi, Pace.
Hi, are you and your hubby together? What's up?
Yes. Hey, Pace, I have a question. Since I've already done a deal and I'm not an owners club, can I provide some deals for some new people to get into?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't you come on to the first Zoom on May 18th, and I'll introduce you to everybody in the community, and you can be like,
Okay.
hey, I got deals. If you any of the newbies want to just be spoon-fed some deals to bring to other people, that'd be awesome.
Yes,
dude.
because I have one by my park that I can help them run it with management and maintenance. And then I also have an opportunity for a unique park by San Antonio that I can get into on a master lease.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, by the way, I saw you and Heather,
Yes.
and you were talking about closing on this park, and Heather was bragging about you, about how badass her husband is. And she's like, yeah, he's been working on this park. What day did you guys close on this deal?
On the Mississippi Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. We closed on it in December.
You freaking badass.
And I just bought a pressure washer business by my park for its seller finance. So it was $45,000. I got it for $5,000 down and $700 a month for 4 years. Yes.
At 3%.
At 3%.
Bro.
So I'm going to be
badass.
washing a lot of RVs. So
Okay, I gotta tell you guys a story about Heather. Okay. So when was this, Heather? You sent me an email all worried about something. When was that? A year ago?
Yeah.
Oh, the furniture.
So Heather's going through like this horrible transaction. And the seller is like, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to do all this stuff. And so Heather's like losing her mind. And I go, Heather, let's get on a Zoom. Let's talk about this. Let's go through it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Freaking tell her to sue you. Do blah, 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 blah. Do you know? Anyway, you never heard from that seller ever again, did you?
No, I did not.
It was exactly the way I drew it out for you. It was like, this lady ain't going to ever spend $1 suing you. Like, stop worrying about it. And now here you guys are buying parks in December, buying freaking pressure washing businesses, no money down. Sounds like a scam.
No.
Proud of you guys. Really proud of you.
No, it's because of the awesome community that we are a part of.
Thank you, brother. And you guys take action and you love on people. And like your first thought, Heather and Sam, is like, how can we provide some deals to other people that are also going to be in this challenge? Thank you guys. The answer is heck yes, please do. Love you guys. I'll see you guys next week in San Antonio. Thank you guys so much. Sophia, my Sacramento homie. What's up? So Sophia, are you in Sacramento or are you in Canada? Sophia? Sophia. Okay, I lost her. Okay. Jesse Ford, how you doing, Jesse Ford? Jesse Ford, you were unmuted for a second, but then you muted yourself again. Jesse Ford, I can't hear you, so I'll keep you unmuted. Usually it's like if you go to your audio settings, you have to change your device. A lot of times, like the device is not the right device. So
Hey, can you hear me?
There's Jesse. What up, Jesse? How you doing?
Hi, I'm wondering about next week in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Can newbies come to that?
Are you in the private community?
SubTo?
Yes, absolutely. Please.
Okay, who do I contact about getting the details on that?
Where's your accent from? Let me see.
I'm from Michigan.
Okay, there we go. That's you Michiganders are really interesting because you got like a little Canadian, you got a little something else with you. Okay, so email support@subto.com. They'll send you a link to sign up. It's completely free. You're in Michigan right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll be in San Antonio all next week. So please, I'd love to have you there.
Okay, thank you.
It's free, but you got to come. Here's the thing about the San Antonio event. Okay. I will not be answering questions.
Okay.
Can I tell you, do you know why?
No, why?
Because I got to work. I have a week to help this lady get 3 houses in her portfolio, start to finish. I will teach for an hour in the morning, 2 hours of action, teach for an hour, 2 hours of action. So like when people are like, Pace, when I'm in person with people, are like, can I get a selfie? I'll do selfies at nighttime. I'll do all the photos and stuff like that. But if people are coming thinking like I'm going to sit and learn all day long, it ain't that. What's going to happen is if you come to San Antonio, you're going to be paired up with somebody and be on a team, and you guys are going to be copying what I'm doing in person. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep,
Okay.
that sounds awesome.
So less education, way more traction. So it's going to be overwhelming. And if you're okay with overwhelmed because you're going to be like busy taking action, then please come down.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you going to bring somebody with you?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, okay. Well, you and I don't know you.
No, I'm new. Very
Okay.
new.
Are you going to come hang out with me and shake my hand, say hi to me, and we're going to be friends like I'm friends with all these other people?
Oh, I don't want to interrupt your working.
Interrupt me, but just don't be like, Pace, I got a question. That's what the leaders are for. I'll make sure the leaders at every table that have been in the community 2, 3, 4, 5 years, come give me a hug, come say hi to me, but I won't be able to do just like open Q&A like I normally do at like my office and stuff like that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
Ask the question.
Well, I'm just thinking of what would be better for a newbie. Would it be going to office hours or
The best thing for a newbie,
Mm-hmm.
okay, is dependent on you because I make so many things available to you. So you just joined SubTo recently?
Yeah, April?
Okay, then get your butt to my office. I spend a whole week with new members. Everybody that joins SubTo, I want you to come to my office and spend a week in my office.
Okay.
That's like half action, half education.
Okay.
And way more education. So you meet my team, whatever. The San Antonio 0 to Hero is like you're going to see me in my element, like a deal crack addict. Like I'm going to be calling, negotiating, 0 to hero. So it's going to be way more overwhelming. But I have a lot of newbies going because they're like, I want to see Pace in his element. And then, but come to my office. Email support@subto.com. I want to do a deal with everybody in the community. So go to support@subto.com. We have our next event is in May, but you can come. We do one every single month. It's called the No One Left Behind Challenge. We do one every month. I want everybody in SubTo going to that.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a week long. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And on Friday, I pair you up with leaders in person.
Okay.
I know I have a lot going on.
Yeah, you do.
But
That's
like
awesome.
nobody could ever accuse me of selling a stupid course or a stupid mentorship, could they?
I hope not.
Hell no. And by the way, you have some of my favorite people in the community are right by you. Gabby, Deku. Go look up Gabriella in Michigan. The Pakels. Oh my gosh, you're freaking part of the community is so sick.
Awesome.
I'm jealous of you. I'm moving up to you guys. I'm going to live on a lake like all you guys live on lakes.
Lots of lakes, yes.
I know. It's crazy. Okay. Jesse, did I give you the answers you want? Now you're more confused?
No, you gave me the answers I needed. Thank you.
Okay, cool. And how many kids do you have?
I have 4.
Amazing. Me too. Are you done? Are you going to keep going?
Yeah, I had twins. They're 3, and that is my limit.
I love
I've
it.
hit my limit.
I'm like, please, if my wife and I have more, which I'm hoping we do, I'm trying to manifest it. I'm like, give me twins so we can go out with a bang. I want to be tormented. I want it to be like hell.
They're awesome, but they are busy,
Yeah,
just
I
like you. So they would fit right in.
I love it. And you know, it's cool. You joined our community. You haven't experienced the full community yet, but I'd get out to a Michigan meetup. I'd reach out to the Pacals, reach out to your regional leader and ask the regional leader, when's the next Michigan meetup? Tap in as fast as you can there, and then get to my office whenever you can. Anytime over the next couple of months, get out to my office and spend time there. Or go to any one of the 0 to Heroes. I'd love to see it. Any one of the 0 to Heroes. I'm a lunatic. I'm doing a lot of them. Or if you're like, I don't want to travel, my kids, all that kind of stuff. You see all these sprints I'm doing, you can tap into the sprints. I will literally give you no reason to not do a deal.
Okay. Awesome.
Do you feel
I'm
that?
excited. Yep.
When you were thinking about joining SubTo, did you know, like, I'm going to join SubTo, or you're like, gosh, I wonder if this is a good thing?
Well, I watched you for a while, and then I told
you wasted a lot of time.
Yes, I did. And I told my husband, we need to do this. And so he said, okay.
Jesse, so you got a lot of options. We do obviously weekly Zooms for the rest of your life. You can tap into those Zooms any day, right? You can pair up with people in those Zooms. It has nothing to do with any of the sprints or the challenges. We just have a lot of support, people jamming with each other. You can go and show up to my office for a week and do deals with me there as many times as you want. Come back every single month if you want. I don't care. For the rest of your life. And as long as I'm alive, as long as I don't have a heart attack from answering the same question over and over and over. And then these 0 to Hero events, these 4 that I've got, did you get a screenshot of the dates on those?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay. So let me walk you through these just real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So if you've got 4 of these coming up, okay.
Yep.
I've got co-living, which is single family. You got RV parks. The kids can be as loud as they want. We're used to kids around here.
He's wondering how you're on my computer.
Oh, yeah, because he's a smart kid. Wholesaling or buying a business. Which one of these 4 aligns with you a little bit more? You want to do co-living and build a portfolio? You want to learn how to wholesale and get finder's fees? Do you want to do RV parks, mobile home parks? You want to buy a business? Which one aligns with you the most?
I think RV parks and buying a business.
Okay, girl. Then here's my advice for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My advice for you is I would, if you can travel, I would get your butt down to San Antonio and come be overwhelmed with just doing pure action. No. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to give you different advice. What I would do is I would not go to the San Antonio 0 to Hero because that's about co-living, which is not where you want to be aligned, right? The hard thing about our community is there's so many ways to win. So you got to be like, oh, that's the way I want to win. I'll let other people win that way and I can collaborate with them later, but I'm not going to go do multifamily right now. I'm going to go do this, right? Creative finance allows us to do any type of asset class, which is cool. And that gives a lot of options. But when we have a lot of options, people get overwhelmed. So you have to look at you as an individual. So here's what I would do. I would come out to the office in person. Do you know what we're doing next month for the in person?
No.
Mobile home parks. So come out into my office for a week, do mobile home parks with me in my office for a whole entire week. A lot of education, a lot of action.
Okay.
Then in August or in January, come out to a 0 to Hero event and do business buying or RV parks in person for a week as well. Those ones will be a lot more action, way less education. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. No One Left Behind is for newer people in my office. 0 to Hero is for anybody, but you want to take nothing but action. And that is out in the streets. We're out in the streets. We're out in San Antonio. We're in freaking Florida. We're in wherever the heck these things are happening. I'm even doing the wholesale one. I'm doing it in Canada, which is basically your next door neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other questions?
A cool place. Nope.
Do you
Nope.
feel like
I'm
you're in the right
good.
place?
I got it.
What's your husband's name?
Matt.
Matt. Okay, cool. Tell Matt we think he's freaking awesome, and we'll see you guys soon.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Kevin Daubenmeyer. What's up, Kevin? How you doing?
That was close. Hey, Pace.
What up, homie? How you doing? What can I do for you?
So thanks for having me on here. I'm a new SubTo community member. Just started, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks ago. And quick question for you was, I've got a little extra time on my hands as my current W-2 is a little slow.
Yeah.
Is it possible as I'm an orbiter, orbiting?
You are definitely going to be an orbiter, yeah.
Can I orbit more than one planet?
Okay, so I want everybody else to not listen to this advice. I'm just going to give this advice to you.
Okay.
And they're still going to listen, and they're going to take this advice, and they're going to screw it up. Kevin, if somebody told me to focus on one thing, I'd punch them in the face. Do I seem like somebody that can only handle one thing at a time?
No.
Okay. I had a mentor. I've always taken classes and mentorships, and I still do, right? Like this year, this sounds crazy. And at one point I was afraid to spend $5,000 for a 2-day event. Like that's how small-minded I was, like $5,000, that's a lot of money. And it was, at the time, it was a lot of money. Now I spend like $400,000 a year on the greatest asset of my business, me, my brain, my relationships, my contact list, my education. I spend a lot of money on my education. So do you. But at one point, I hired a mentor. His name's Tom. And I was working with Tom, and Tom then gives me this really weird advice. He says, well, dude, you got to like set your day up where you can, take a nap in your office every day at 2:00. I was like, ha, yeah, sure. And then he goes, no. I have a Murphy bed in my office where I take a nap every day at 2:00. I'm like, bro, what? You take a nap every day? He's like, yeah. Like, it's really important to me. Okay, cool. Kind of weird, but whatever. I'm just like, go. You know what it is about me is I have the energy. Yes. I find the things I love that I never want to stop doing them. But more importantly, I see what God put on this planet for us. Like I see all the great places, the great food, the great people. I see all this stuff and I'm like, I want it all. Before I die, I want to go experience it all. How dare I just sit here and do one thing? So I've learned how to juggle so many things at the same time. And so Tom kept giving me this advice. And he says to me one day, he goes, you know what you need to do, Pace, is like, yeah, you're making a lot of money. You're doing all this stuff. But like, if I could give you one piece of advice, it'd like slow down a little bit and like, maybe focus on one thing. Cool. I wrote that down. I thought that was really important because at the time the guy was making more money than me, right? And I thought that money was the measurement of success. And a year later, I hired a different mentor, right? This guy was like 20 grand for a weekend. Go spend, 4 hours with him in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon, 2 days in a row. So basically, 16 hours was like 20 grand. So it was like $1,100 an hour. And this guy goes, what did that guy think you're an idiot? He's like, what do you want to be? Somebody that's working on one thing or somebody has the capacity to juggle a lot? I go, yeah, that's who I am. He goes, you got to like find out who you are, bro. Are you somebody that can handle a lot of things at the same time? And my answer was like, yeah, I always have. In fact, I get bored if I don't have 3 or 4 things going on. In fact, he suggested I go and hire a calendar coach. And so I went and hired a calendar coach to figure out how to, not block my time, but learn how to compartmentalize activities I'm working on, right? Like right now, I'm not running any other my business because my phone is down. I'm working with you guys, right? And I learned that if somebody ever told me to focus on one thing, that they must assume I'm an idiot. So I then have taught a lot of people, my friend, and I've learned that some people's brains don't work the way my brain works. They work better when they are only working on one thing. And I realized these people are actually smarter than me, but they just find peace a different way. Chaos is a blanket I use to go to sleep at night. I don't know how you operate yet, my homeboy. We're going to meet each other. We're going to hang out. We're going to be friends. You have to know how you individually operate. People who get overwhelmed easily, I would tell them only work with one planet. People like Diane and Diana, they're working with like 20 different planets. But if I tell somebody who really wants a slower lifestyle, yeah, work with as many planets as you want, then they come back and they blame me and they say, well, I didn't do a deal because I was overwhelmed. I had so many different planets. So you and you alone will be able to determine that. But I give you permission, my friend. There's no way a guy like me could only work with one planet. No way. I'm going to work with one planet for an hour in the morning, another planet before lunch, another planet in the afternoon. And I'm so good at compartmentalizing those activities that I can work for 4 to 5 different planets a day, set an appointment, move on to the next person, set an appointment, move on to the next person, overwhelm that person, I will overwhelm everybody I work with. And so I've learned that about myself. So I've gone through a lot of coaching to figure this out. I've taught thousands of people to figure out everybody's a little bit different, and they're not stupid. They just have a different speed. So now I have a question for you, Kevin. After I've gone through this long-winded answer, which one do you think you identify with more?
Probably to partner with multiple planets.
There you go. And guess what these planets also love about that? They're like, oh, cool. I don't have to like be the only person he's sending stuff to. I think in a lot of ways, planets really enjoy you working with multiple people, right? Because sometimes a deal takes like, I'll give you a quick story. I've got this deal going on with Monica and Bobby, right? It's a Texas RV park. We were supposed to close that Texas RV park back in November of last year. Why did it not close? Well, it didn't close because the seller has some weird compete with his neighbor or a family member. And Monica and Bobby are watching this right now. And they're like, that's not exactly it. Yeah, I know, but I don't need to go into all the details. There was a problem on the deal, right? And we needed one piece of paper signed, literally one piece of paper signed by somebody we had to track down. And this took months. And so if you are the person orbiting that planet and you're sitting there waiting for that paycheck that's going to be 40 grand or 20 grand or whatever it is, I would be like, why weren't you working with multiple people? Fill your pipeline with as many opportunities as possible, right?
Yeah.
And then also here's another piece of advice for you. And I'll do this in the training as well. We'll have 30 days together. You'll be so sick of me, it'll be ridiculous. Don't orbit for people that are doing asset types that you don't want to do. Like whatever gets you excited. We have a lot of people doing RV parks, a lot of people doing businesses, a lot of people doing mobile home parks, like dedicated. You are going to meet the greatest people on the planet. And I get to spend 3 weekends with them every single year. They're the Owners Club members. And the diversity is insane. But that's a good thing. Like when I go to an ice cream shop, I don't want to walk in and be like, we have chocolate or vanilla. What do you want? I want to go into like freaking Baskin Robbins, bro, where I have 32 flavors, right? In fact, I'm going to go get ice cream with my kids right after this. It's going to be sick. So I want to go into a room where I go, what do I want today? And so what I would do is when you are part of by the way, you know, you don't have to wait for the All Abilities Challenge to go pair up with Owners Club members right now, right? You know that.
I do now.
Yeah, you do now. Everybody else in SubTo, you do not need to wait. Go to your MSA. You have a dedicated MSA, right? Do you know your MSA's name?
Yep, Joe.
Tell Joe, I want you to introduce me to Owners Club members that are doing this asset type, and he will introduce you, bro. In fact, I'm going to go and give Joe a little elbow action tomorrow for not doing that for you already.
Okay.
I'm going to go there. I'm going to beg, bro. I'm going to give you a do I say Dobbenmeyer?
Dobbenmeyer, yes.
I'm going to give him the Dobbenmeyer knuckle sandwich is what I'm going to give him because he needs to introduce you to you do not need to wait for the challenge to do that when you're in SubTo. You have access to all those resources all the time. The difference between just going to an Owners Club member, being introduced and working with them, you can orbit them anytime, right? Like you saw all the orbiters I brought on here today, right?
Yep.
Were they only paired up with people in a challenge, or did they follow instructions and go reach out to Owners Club members and reach out to them and orbit with them independently?
The latter. Right.
There you go. You didn't know that because you're newer, right?
Correct.
You don't need to wait for the challenge. I do the challenge because it's fun for me. And it's also a really fun way to go from like, hey, we have 7,000 transactions happening in this community this month to like 25,000 transactions because we spiked the activity, right? It creates so much energy. It creates culture, community, connection. It does so much amazingness, but you don't have to wait for that. Okay. I would prefer for you to go to an Owners Club member right now. Ask Joe to introduce you But what I also want is for you to participate in the challenge, because you're going to make a lot of friends. You're going to pair up with other people, and you're going to send me a message, or you're going to see me on another community dedicated Zoom, and you're going to be like, Pace, you changed my life. Like, I met my best friends in here. Right. So do both. You got time, so do both.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
I challenge you to also gobble up all the value I provide. You've been in SubTo for 5 or 6 weeks, and you probably are like, this man has provided more to me than anybody else. And you probably are only tapping into 5% of the community.
Right.
And 5% of the activities I have, and 5% of the challenges I do. So you got to pick and choose which ones are the best things for you, but get overwhelmed, bro, as fast as possible. Sound good?
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right. And where do you live?
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cool. I will not be going there anytime soon. I just went there, but I look forward to seeing you hopefully in my office soon.
Hopefully. Yep. That's the plan.
Okay. Do I only get an answer from you when I ask you a question, or am I intimidating you or something?
No, not at all. Just trying to be respectful.
Don't make me give you a Daubenmire, bro. I'll give you a Daubenmire.
Sounds good.
Thank you, brother. Good to meet you. Susan Taylor, don't make me give you a Daubenmire. I'm about to give you a Daubenmire.
Hi, Pace. Thank you. I am from Canada and eating ice cream while watching you. So there you go.
Okay, let me guess. Let me guess the flavor. You're Canadian. It's definitely not maple syrup. That's too cliche.
Too cliche.
It's definitely not poutine flavored ice cream. I don't know that they make that.
Gross.
I'm gonna guess vanilla.
That's way too vanilla for my personality. Nope.
What is it?
Chocolate. And it's Paw Patrol. It's
Paw Patrol. That's
chocolate.
gangster.
Yeah.
You got kids or what's up?
No, I got a brain of an 8-year-old.
Okay, I freaking love it. I like me some Susan Taylor.
Cute little they're like 3 little spoonfuls of thing in a little Paw Patrol. Keeps you on your strict diet.
I love it. What do you got for me today, Susan? How can I help you?
Honestly, I think you answered a lot of my questions in all of those questions. And I want to say that this is exactly, I'm fairly new as well. And I'm trying to go through all the modules and learn everything I can. This was exactly what I was looking for. Just because in my job, I work day and night, and I already cold call all day and door knock and do things all night. It's because I'm a realtor. So that's what I have to do for clients.
Yeah.
So it's not something I'm really interested in doing outside of my own job.
So
something like this is
so
amazing.
much more. This is so much more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was literally praying for this, and I'm like, this man just answered what I wanted to do.
Do you know Melanie in SubTo in Canada?
So Melanie. Like Mel, from she was in the Toronto. Yeah, I've talked to Mel. Mel's
I'll probably have Mel in the challenge that you can probably orbit for. She's awesome. And plus I have another 50 Canadian OC members. So a lot of Canadian people, but I know you don't necessarily want to do Canadian deals. You can do deals anywhere you want, but I'm just letting you know, we got a lot of successful Canadians.
I've met a bunch of Canadians. I'm in a deal with Matt actually, and Monica Kepa. So I'm in an RV deal with them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I begged her. I kept calling her.
We love Monica. She's awesome.
She let me in. So it's been incredible. So I just want to say thank you. And I just got I registered, of course, and I've had my son who's 20, who I've got now watching you. I went up to his room and I said, I just introduced you to Pace Morby, and you're up here watching somebody else live their life on TikTok. I said, no, that's enough. That's enough of that. He goes, yeah, right.
It's unfortunate, but it happens.
I know. So he's registered outside of the community, and I've registered inside the community, and I'm super excited. And I just want to say, God bless and thank you so much.
I do love getting compliments and the thank yous. I think I live on praise. I don't know if that's a trauma thing from my past, but I will work for a compliment. I will work for a thank you. I will do all that stuff, but really it is a natural thing. I grew up with 12 kids in my family, and the community is part of what I grew up with. And when I got into the private world, I'm sorry, not private, but the professional world, nobody has community. There's no real community, right?
Yeah.
And even right now, this Zoom that we have, and I have the side chat pause, I can't see your face. This is not how our community operates. We operate very differently, but I have probably a good 500 non-members of our their Facebook group people and their YouTube followers and whatever else. And so I don't want the side chat blowing up, and I don't want people
Yeah.
putting their links in, and I don't want to I don't want people to see each other's faces and names, because then you get people that come in that are like hard money lenders and they try and steal people and be like, hey, whatever. But I just love hanging out with these people, and I think you can tell like I'm friends with so many people in this community that it's ridiculous. And
Mhm.
for me, it's normal. And for like people ask my wife, how do you deal with that pace guy? Like, how do you deal with your husband? She's like, it's normal. Like he just loves people and he loves doing deals with people, and he prefers to do a deal with somebody else and doing a deal on his own. And so do I. Now that because my wife was a real estate agent before I got into real estate. I don't know if you know that.
I've been watching her bird dogging course. Yes, I'm all in.
Okay, cool. So, and she's such a sweet woman, but she was mad when I jumped into the real estate because she was like, you're trying to take my thing. And she thought it was weird in 2016 and 17. I would take people on ride along. She's like, why don't you just do deals on your own? You'll make more money. I'm like, I don't know. I just think it's more fun. And like, if it's fun, I'm going to wake up on a Saturday and want to work. And if it's fun, I'm going to work on a Sunday. And if it's fun, I'm going to not want to go on vacation. And if it's fun, I don't feel like I need a break from it. And I can go on a 4-hour Zoom on a whatever Monday night and not be stressed out that I'm on here too long because I'm having fun. Right.
Yeah.
And then now my wife is like, she goes, so what are we going to do today? And who are we going to do it with? And so it's all a thing where everybody hangs out with each other. So, and by the way, where are my people in the side chat that have been in the community for 4 or 5 years that are like, I'm really good friends with Pace. I've been to his home. I've jumped off his house into his pool. I've been to his Montana house. I've done deals with Pace. Like, you've got people that have been my friends for 4 or 5 years. I go to their weddings. This is weird. I've baptized people in this community that are like, called me up and go, hey, I want to get baptized. Will you baptize me? And I'm like, yeah. Can we also do a deal while I'm there? Just kidding. But we do a lot of fun.
I just want to say one last thing. Just by you taking compliments, it's really a good exercise for you because it allows us to give to you. You give to us. So you're receiving our compliments, which allows us to give something back to you. As small as it is, it's heartfelt. So that's good.
All I can think about now is ice cream. So thank you for giving me that. Everybody say thank you to Susan Taylor. We need that energy all around us. We need that Canadian energy. Anytime I feel like I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, would a Canadian be in a bad mood? Probably not. Wayne Shepherd, what up, Wayne? I want to take my kids to go get some ice cream now before it gets too late. But Wayne, we'll do one more question. What do you got, Wayne?
Man, would you believe I barely missed you in Dallas?
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Did you show up to the meetup?
Yeah, I was there. I was there. My wife and I.
There was a moment in my life where my team would let me just hang out at these meetups for 4 or 5 hours. Now my team is like, you're in and we pull you out, and I'm only there for like 2 hours and I talk to 20, 30 people. If I could, I would stay longer, sadly. But I'm sorry.
It was incredible. My wife and I talked later. We were like, how in the world did they get him out of there? That's exactly what we were thinking, because it was like, God. But would you believe I won? And I want to say this. This isn't bad. I won one of the tickets.
Oh, sick! You won one of the raffle prizes.
But this is serious. Somebody on your team needs to write this down. Unless you can explain to me real quick. I got the lead leak rescue setup. Okay. And this thing is like worth $1,997 and then $497 a month. I'm a newbie. I came in April the 15th. I don't know anything about this. I've got prime stuff that I'm, still going to be paying for. And if I could let somebody, if we could trade knowledge,
I would go put it in the SubTo Facebook group and go have somebody else take the value from that. That sounds freaking awesome. Like, absolutely, somebody would love to take that. Hey, RC in the side chat says, hey, what if I don't have Facebook? I'm in the SubTo community. I want to join the challenge. If you don't have Facebook, first and foremost, do you hate Mark Zuckerberg that much? Like, Facebook is pretty cool. I don't go on there besides going in the Facebook groups, but it's pretty powerful, dude. Like, Mark Zuckerberg is Mark Zuckerberg for all I care. I don't care. I don't hate him one way or the other. But the tool is pretty awesome. So either you got kicked off Facebook or you're like one of the conspiracy theories where you don't think we actually landed on the moon. I don't know. We might not have, bro. I don't know. Email support@subto.com. If you need to get into the challenge, if you're already in SubTo, just email support@subto.com. They'll take care of you, bro. They'll take care of you. Support@subto.com. And if you want to get into the challenge and you're not in SubTo, go to iwanttolaunch.com. I'm going to go. Was this a good training? Anybody feel like you got loved on today? Was this exciting? 4 hours hanging out together? Can I get 1,500 yeses today? Okay, cool. What we'll do is for everybody that registered for this, I'll give you guys a sheet of homework if you're not in the community for you to go out and do this Orbit program on your own. I won't pair you up with people. I won't train you for 30 days, but I'll give you some instructions on how to do it, and I'll love on you. For the people in SubTo, we're going to start on May 18th live for 30 days straight. You're going to meet Alex, all of that kind of stuff. Okay. Hold on. Let's see here. Oren has some questions. He keeps putting them in the side chat. Okay. Oren says, I have questions relevant to the Zoom that will be useful for most on the call. For all that didn't hear you, when could we expect a link for applying through I Want to Launch? Great question. I don't know the answer to that. I think it's going to be really hard for you to get into this challenge. It's so in demand. We want to give all the spots to SubTo members as much as possible. So iwanttolaunch.com. I don't know. Somebody's probably going to reply. I don't know. Saravi, do you have an answer for that? Saravi, can you give me, are you on here? She's probably like, I can't hang out for 4 hours straight. Pace. Oh, she says, you will hear in the next 24 hours. iwanttolaunch.com. You'll hear in the next 24 hours that somebody will reach out to you and walk you through the steps. Great question. Okay, so how many of the first people that will join will you take? Anybody that goes to iwanttolaunch.com, I'm sure we'll figure out how to get you in. Can you drop the joint venture contract? Oh yeah, please. Carly, will you put the joint venture contract in the side chat again? Okay, so Oren says, I'm already in SubTo on Thursday. I'm joining SubTo on Thursday. Does it make sense to apply to I Want to Launch? No. Just go into when you join SubTo, go to the feature tab, join the challenge. Boom. We'll take care of you. And then we do like 15, 20 Zooms a week in SubTo. You'll have so many ways to get questions. You'll have a dedicated MSA, member success advisor. Ask your member success advisor for more details. They'll hook you up. If you have questions, you're in SubTo about anything, email support@subto.com. They're fast. Let's see. Yeah, pacesplaybook.com will get you the JV agreement. We'll hook you up. All right. Can everybody give Carly a big thank you for hanging out for 4 hours for me? Carly ran the backstage. So did Sarabi. A bunch of other people ran the backstage. Lots of people helped out with this challenge. We also had Matt and Bruce and a bunch of other people put the graphics together. The leaders showed up on a Monday night late. A lot of them are on the East Coast, so it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock for them. And I know it's late for you too. But these leaders in SubTo are already making a lot of money. They don't have to show up to these Zooms, right? So can we just give a lot of love to everybody who showed up for this? Okay. Please, everybody, go into the feature tab in SubTo to join if you're already in SubTo, or go to iwanttolaunch.com to apply to get into it. And we appreciate you guys. And I look forward to 12 months of these sprints with you and community camp. It's going to be sick. We're going to have so much fun. I appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you guys in SubTo. Just FYI, for SubTo tomorrow, everybody in SubTo, I'm doing 7 hours of training live. I'm calling a couple of SubTo sellers live, locking up a deal and walking you through a SubTo transaction all the way start to finish. I'm going 7 hours live. You don't have to participate. You can watch, and you can watch it how I go all the way through the transaction, or you can watch the recording when it's all done. Either way, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody